All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
Right.
Fucking thing sucks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for State of the Atmosphere, the pop culture show we do every Wednesday. Looking forward to this one because the meat of the show after the pop culture update and the check-in on Sydney Sweeney, we're going to have a review of the first season of Fallout in preparation for our weekly review of the episodes starting next Wednesday. So you guys kick back, relax as we talk about some Fallout tonight on State of the Atmosphere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for State of the Atmosphere. I'm your host, JoesAtmosfere, and we got my regular compadres here. Jed has unearthed himself. He has decided to rejoin civilization. What's going on, man?
Just like in the Fallout song, civilization.
That's it.
Right
That's
here.
It. Absolutely. John, how are you doing, man? You look like you're busy with something.
Yeah.
Yep, sorry. I'm
It's okay.
doing multiple things.
You go, multitasker. You go. It's good to see both of you. You know what's funny to me? The guy that requested this show isn't here.
He's not here.
And maybe we'll hear from him soon. But hopefully he'll make it before we start the discussion on Fallout. But
Hey, Martin.
yeah. It's good to see you guys. I forgot how good that show is. I watched it again over the last couple of days, and I forgot how good the reveal is in the last episode of it and everything. It's really good stuff, man.
There is a few things that I'm like,
Well, we'll talk about it when we get there. But
Yeah.
real quick, let's go ahead and check in on the chat. Of course, the hardest working guy in the business, the hardest working mod on YouTube, as far as I'm concerned, is here. And you guys know who he is.
Womack. Why am I not surprised, you piece of shit?
It's good to see you, buddy. It's good to see you. He says, as usual, his normal his normal introduction. I know he put it up here. Hang on a second. I gotta find it through all the bullshit here. I say bullshit. It's not bullshit. He says, "Hey everybody." Oh, that's Keely Chow. Where is Vince's? There it is. Heidi ho, all you nerds and nerdettes. It's good to see you out there, Vince. Thanks a lot for everything you do for the channel. Appreciate it. Jed's lady comes in with the first LFG of the evening, so we got to give her her video.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
I decided not to start with that one anymore because we already see it. That's the introduction for the pop culture update. So yeah, I decided to stop showing that one as much because I don't want people to get tired of it because I never get tired of it. So I don't want people to feel like it's a must or anything. But let's see who else is here. She says, "Hey everybody, good morning from Hong Kong." That's Keely Chow saying that. What's going on, man? And of course we've already created one for Keely Chow now too because of he just can't control himself. This guy here, if you take a look at the chat, he just cannot control himself. He says he's always like, "Hello, nurse," whenever he sees Sydney Sweeney, and he just can't control himself, boys and girls. He just can't. He tries, but he can't. He's feeding the ducks.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right, man.
Okay,
It was good to have you for all of 2 minutes. Good to see you. I'm messing with Jed, man. I'm messing with him hard. But anyway, let's see who else is here. Got. I'm messing with you,
Why is I
dude.
not muted? Sorry.
You're all right.
I'm so not used to YouTube again after a couple months.
Martin Acosta Santana is here. He says, "Greetings, my excellent friends. It's good to see you, man." And Keely Chow comes in hot with a "Here we go." I've got that video too.
Yeah, there you go.
I gotta have the Dak video because he's from here. I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not, but Dak Prescott, the quarterback of the Cowboys, is from Houghton, which is right outside the Bossier City limits where I live. And I'll never forget, I worked with a guy that was a big Philadelphia Eagles fan, and he came in the Monday after friggin' Dak got drafted by the Cowboys, and he said, "I can't believe this, Joe." I said, "What?" He goes, I gotta go buy a friggin' Cowboys jersey." I said, "Why is that, man?" He said, "Because my son played every down of his high school ball with him. I gotta support him." I was like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that, bro."
And what has he done for the past 10 years while he's been at the Cowboys?
Oh, no. Let me tell you something. He's having the best year he's ever had. He is not the problem with the Cowboys this year. You might have said that in the past, but it ain't. He's not the problem this year.
I'm gonna say, out of the last 10 years he's been there, he chokes either in the wild card or the playoffs every year.
Well, we'll talk football on Sunday.
Under pressure,
We will talk football on Sunday. Right now, we're getting into pop culture stuff, and Fuck Headquarters 2005 is here, but he's got a different name. He has got a completely different name.
There are some who call me Tim.
And he comes in hot with an LFG of his own. The Timster does. Check him out, man. Everybody wants that LFG, I guess.
He's in the back, Joe.
Is he in the back? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Yeah!
And I think that's everybody. Well, other than the fact that Ron's in the back. There he is. What's up?
Hello.
What's up, bruh?
Good to see you, man.
Well, I figured with, Joe's streams becoming like the theaters where you don't have to be on time because his intro is getting bigger and bigger.
Oh,
is that
what it is? Okay.
It just seems to be longer and longer, so I don't need to be here on time.
He's copying after me after the first year we did Roadhouse when we had like a 10-minute opening. Okay,
Is that what it is? I'm copying people? Look, nobody can complain about this show. Watch Yellow Flash sometime and see how long it takes for him to get on.
he has a longer intro than I do.
He's got a longer intro than everybody.
Yeah.
He's got like, what, 15, 20 minutes
And
worth
I will
of videos?
say, Pro has a long one too. His is like 5 or 10 minutes sometimes.
But anyway, it's good to see you guys. It's good to see you, Knock. I told everybody, I said, the show he requested, and he's not here.
No, it's funny. I was at my computer and I got lost in a game.
Yeah.
And I just lost track of time.
Yeah,
and I was
that's
like,
that's,
shoot, 36.
that game of his,
That's
man, that
okay.
he plays
He
all the
hasn't
time.
even introduced everybody yet.
Right, that's it.
I got plenty of time.
All right, boys and girls, it is time for the pop culture update. You know how we do.
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go.
And we start, as we usually do, with the box office numbers, boys and girls. And this week, it was Five Nights at Freddy's Part 2. It came in with $63 million in the U.S., and Zootopia 2 crosses the $915 million global mark.
And 75% of that is from China, so.
Yeah, there's a lot of it from China. But
Like snakes. What can you say?
What
There are a
can you
bunch
say?
of prairies over there, so,
What can we say, man? The top five this week, like I said, Five Nights at Freddy's at $64 million. Then you had Zootopia with a 56% drop off, coming in at $43.4 million. These are domestic numbers now, not overall.
Oh, I know. But I still love
Wicked for Good, 71% in the third week.
And
drop
going
off.
down 71%.
But it's still making double-digit millions. It's at
Jed,
17.
you can't say nothing bad about this one. It made its money. It's
17.3 million so far. And then we've got Jujutsu Kaisen Execution coming in with 10 million even domestically. Is that an anime movie?
That's an anime, yeah.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything about this.
Made by G Kids, so I would hope it's an anime.
Yeah. It looks like it's an anime movie. These anime movies are doing well, aren't they, guys?
Dude,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I haven't gone to that one, but I did go to Dragon Slayer.
Yeah.
So Demon Slayer.
And then Now You See Me, Now You Don't comes in with 3.4. But
actually, that's
go ahead.
more than I thought it did. It was gonna make. So yeah, I didn't. I said it won.
Well, it's done okay. It's done about the same as the rest of the franchise has.
Yeah.
It's not going to do killer numbers, but it's a good show. But yeah, Zootopia, we kind of called that one early in the year when we were looking at the movies that were coming out. I think all of us agreed that one was going to make $1 billion.
But the thing is, on that one, Joe, they didn't make hardly any money over here. They made all their Murray and Furry Centra over in China. So.
Yeah, that's true. It's true, but it's getting there, man. It's getting there.
And Jed knows about furries.
No, I don't.
Well, we like to get the bad news out of the way early in the show. This one was Thursday last week. Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa passed away. Actor who performed in Mortal Kombat has died at 75. This guy was one of the greatest friggin' villains ever in a movie, if you ask me, when he played
awesome,
Shang Tsung in the first Mortal Kombat. What a deal. This guy, he was totally awesome, and he played so many different roles, man. If you look at his filmography, he did a bunch of stuff. Of course, he's known for Mortal Kombat, Planet of the Apes, and then we got License to Kill. He's in that one, and Tekken, and I mean, he's in a bunch of different movies, but nobody's ever going to forget him in Mortal Kombat, and he does the voice on a lot of the games and all that stuff. But he's played so many different types of characters, man. He really has.
He was one of the few people I didn't meet in a Mortal Kombat crew.
Really?
I met everybody else, but I didn't meet him.
I wonder where John went. He rebooted something earlier, so his internet may be acting goofy on him. I don't know. Let's see.
No, it kicked me out like it did before.
Oh, I'm sorry, bud. We're gonna get there, though. We're gonna get there. But yeah, this guy. Look, I know you guys have seen the meme of your soul is mine. This guy, he was awesome, man. He really was. He's in a bunch of different kinds of movies. You should check out his filmography. Passed away way too soon. 75 years old. That's up there, but you know, could have hung around a little bit longer. What's your favorite movie with him in it, John? What's your favorite one? Because I know you've seen this guy in a lot of stuff.
It's not a movie; it's a series. Man in the High Castle.
Man in the High Castle. He was in that one, huh?
Good series. That is
See,
a good series.
me and Rhonda gave up on that one about 4 episodes in. It just took too long to get going for us. But that's on the back burner for me, though. I really want to see that one. What about you, Jed?
Oh, that's a Mortal Kombat.
Mortal
You know
Kombat,
I'm a
of
huge-
course. What am I talking about? Who
I'm
am
a
I
huge
asking
Mortal
here?
Kombat fan,
Yes,
man.
I know
that.
you are. I know you are. Knock. What do you like about Mr. Tagawa's filmography?
I really only know him from Mortal Kombat.
Really? That's the only one? Okay.
I
Well-
do like some of the other stuff though. So he was
Yeah.
I mean, I have seen Man in the High Castle. I just don't remember the show enough to remember his character. So
Right.
it is
Yeah.
a good show, though.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What else we got here? Joe is a furry, I bet. Listen to you, man. I'm not a furry. I am not a furry. Do you see me running around with a tail? I got a ponytail, though. I got one of those.
That's
But,
his furry in disguise thing.
Yeah. But yeah, love the guy. He did some great stuff. Okay, next up, saw this article in Hollywood Reporter, and I'm going to go ahead and put the article in the chat so you guys can check it out. But go read it when you get a chance. They're highlighting the 25 best movie performances in their opinion, the writer's opinion. The reason why I wanted to highlight this one is that one right there. I don't know if you guys have seen Weapons, but Amy Madigan as the girl
She is
in friggin'
excellent.
Weapons was amazing, and I really
She's
hope she gets
excellent.
nominated for an Academy Award for this thing. I mean, it's a horror movie. It's going to be hard. E. Clay Thomas, good to see you. Let's see. But yeah, if you haven't seen Weapons, go watch it, man. Go watch it. It's
Well, yeah, go
fantastic stuff.
Weapons. It's on, Warner Brothers. Yeah, for we don't know how much longer. So
Yeah, who knows? Joe is not a furry. The Privateer, on the other hand, yeah, well, he might be a furry. He is married to a fox girl. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, E. Clay Thomas, take it easy, man. It's good to see it. But anyway, check it out. There's actually some good guys on here. I'm liking Timothée Chalamet. I want to see this movie that he's in. I think it's called Marty that he's in. But you guys go check that out. There's been, a lot of the movies this year have not been that great.
No.
But they've had some good performances. And Amy Madigan, for my money, was one of the best. She did fantastic.
I've seen.
I didn't even recognize her in that makeup. And
Well,
everything.
that's how good they put the makeup on her and stuff.
Mhm.
I didn't even notice her when I went through and saw it. So.
Yep. Well, we kind of knew this was coming, but it's confirmed. Golden Globe nominations came out, and they're a good indicator of the Oscars. And one battle after another leads the film nominations. And White Lotus is tops in TV. Yeah, kind of saw this coming.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't even think. I mean, unless they need that English comedian to come back to get people to watch the Golden Globes. Really, I think. What's that guy's name?
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, Ricky Gervais. They
Well,
need
he
him to come
told the
back and
truth,
do it.
though, Joe. That's the reason why they won't bring him back. It's because he told the absolute truth when he was.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
And then he's like, "No, you're never coming back." Yeah. So.
And he says, "I'm not going anywhere." Clay Thomas says, "Well, okay, you go, man." But yeah, I still haven't seen this movie. I guess I'm gonna have to watch it before the awards.
What do you mean? The one about with DiCaprio in it? It's
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah. It's. I'm sure it is. I haven't seen it. but-
I tried one. I just noped out in the middle, like either the middle or the beginning of it, and I was just like, because Culture was talking about it a lot, so was Pro and some of the others, and I was just like, nope, I can't. I
Yeah.
can't go through this, man.
Well, the thing that turned me off of it was the pregnant chick shooting a machine gun. I was like, what is this, man? What are we doing here?
It was god awful. It
Yeah.
was, and there were so many things wrong with that movie.
Yeah. Well, I can't say, but I'm definitely going to watch it before award season so I can say this was better, this was better, this was better. You know, I'm really hoping, and I'm really wondering if they're going to acknowledge weapons. You know what I mean? Because
they have them in
for
one
my money, that's the best movie I've seen all year. You know?
Yeah, Vince is right. Antifa the movie. That's what it basically
right.
was.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's
what I've heard.
That's the reason why I had a problem with it.
That's what I've
I was
heard.
like, I was just like, no. No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Next up, we know what's dominating pop culture this week. It's all about the Netflix deal. Netflix, earlier in the week, we heard Netflix agrees to buy Warner Brothers for $82.7 billion deal and will transform Hollywood. And everybody was bitching and moaning about it, saying it was going to be the death of the theater, which is already happening anyway. It's not Netflix's fault. But the next thing we heard, Paramount makes a hostile bid for Warner Brothers. They came in with, I believe it's $108 billion. Yeah, $108 billion offer, and so it's a hostile takeover by Paramount. We'll see what happens, but no purchase has been made yet.
They'll go higher, Joe. They said they're going even higher.
Yeah,
he's
I'm
not.
sure.
He's not screwing around now.
Yeah, I hear you. Anyone taking bets on the hostile takeover? I don't bet, but this one, this is going to be a war, guys. This one I saw earlier today, and I was like, "What in the hell?" Paramount Pictures X account hacked with a fascist regime message. Apparently, earlier today, this is what their page looked like. It said, "Proud arm of the fascist regime." Somebody had hacked the system and put that in there.
I'm gonna agree with a bunch of the guys, even in culture in them. I think this was on the inside.
I was gonna say it wasn't a hack. It was somebody disgruntled that doesn't agree with.
Yep, I agree with John too.
Like the Arab, the Saudis ponying up money behind.
Right, and that's what's behind the Paramount deal.
Yeah,
because they're talking about doing it for cash. You know, they're talking about giving the stockholders
But also,
cash.
I want to point out on this because I've been absorbing the Saudis are sending the money over, but they made them sign something where it's just the money that's going for, and they have no say so. There was all this legal stuff, and I've been going through all it. They back the money, but they what is it? How am I going to say this? But they. Donuts had their backing the money, but they signed off a lot of legal rights and stuff to do stuff. But they're backers. That's basically what they are. That's it. They don't have any say so in the stuff.
Oh, I don't know about all that. Look, nobody puts up that
the
kind of money.
never takes control of things. That never happens.
I know, but there's legal documents that I've seen a few of them.
I understand.
Because everyone
Jed,
follows the law, especially American law.
Look, the deal is not done yet, and trust me, if they...
Oh, it's going to go higher, and it's get dirtier.
Yeah,
So.
it is. It's going to get dirtier, no doubt about it. And you know, everybody's like, you know, especially with, I heard them all earlier this weekend saying, you know, this is going to be the death of theaters and stuff like that. I'm like, guys, no, the only thing that's killing theaters is Hollywood itself. They're the ones doing it to themselves, you know. You have to put out stuff people want to see, first of all. Secondly, you need to leave them in the theaters for a while, and you will have people going back to the theater, you know.
Remember when we were kids, Joe? And I was a kid, and you were like older. Joe's 10 years older than me, so. So when we were younger, Star Wars is in a movie for about a year. You had Flash Gordon, all this other really good stuff. It was in the movie for about a year. And John too. So.
Yeah, second run theaters where you could go see it cheaper, and
we had this theater out here called Valley West Cinemas. Every Tuesday night it was 50 cents for any movie. Didn't matter if it came out this week or not. That place was packed every single week.
Yep.
So,
Vince says, I was hoping the Saudis would put a halt to all the woke crap. Well, if they took control, yeah, that stuff would go away rather quickly, but you'd also have other stuff you don't want in there either. You know what I mean? So,
Listen, all I know is that we used to have 22 episode seasons twice a year. And now we get 6 episode seasons every 3 or 4 years. So
yeah.
Whatever.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Yeah, I hear you. That's TV shows. I'm talking about movies and theaters, though.
yeah.
Um,
Movies. We used to have a yearly Star Wars movie.
Yeah, true.
We had a yearly Star Wars movie.
Yeah, we did.
But do you really want a
Let's
yearly
see.
Star Wars movie?
E. Clay Thomas says, I put in my bed of $37 and a half a bag of corn chips, but it was rejected sadly. Oh, my God. Listen to you. You're crazy. The bed confused me. It's a bid. It's a bid. But anyway, yeah, we'll see how this ends up. Look. Everybody's like, oh, Netflix is buying Warner. I said, AT&T used to own Warner. These companies switch hands all the time.
Oh, do you know how many times Warner has switched hands over the years?
A bunch.
Like, it's not, this is a lot, I understand, because this isn't, it was AT&T, then, like, it's been going around. But this is the worst one they've ever been through.
Well, the problem
Warner
is,
for a long time.
This is going to be a merger of 2 entertainment companies. That is...
Okay, so
the
here's
problem
my
here.
thing. If Paramount is not like one of the top streaming services, if you actually
the hell
back,
it's not, bro. They've got some of the
it's
hottest
one of-
commodities on the planet. No, sir. They've got the Taylor Sheridan verse, and
no, that's
everybody
going over.
watches
That's
that.
going. That's leaving. That's leaving.
It's not leaving.
Yes,
He's
it is.
leaving. It's not. The stuff that he's made for Paramount will be there. Everybody watches Yellowstone, okay? So, that stuff is going to be there.
His new stuff's just not.
His
gonna be
new
there.
stuff's going to
Yeah,
be
that's what
over
I'm saying.
Universal,
He's
and
gonna
that doesn't
have that-
happen for 2 years, Jed. Doesn't happen for 2 years. So, yeah. But anyway, we'll see how this ends up. I think antitrust is going to be looked at here, and I doubt it's even going to happen.
Well, here's my thing
really
on this. Netflix, we know Netflix is dirty. We all know this. And then they got to dig in there. They're dirtier than Paramount is, to be honest. So.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Gambit. Good
Hello,
to see
Gambit.
you. He's saying hi to everybody. Okay, so we've heard Netflix and Warner and Paramount to ad nauseum. I'm ready to move on to other stuff. It was poster week. It's poster week here. We're getting a lot of posters this week. The first one, oh my God, this was awful. Awful promo image confirms that Star Trek's next spinoff is dead on arrival. If
It's
you
bad.
don't know what I'm talking about, oh my God, this was cringeworthy right here. I got it from Trek Central, breaking Starfleet Academy poster. Look at this, guys. You know what? On one of them, I don't have it highlighted what I wrote, but I said students log stardate 90210 when I saw this.
Actually,
Like,
didn't
man,
Friends
what
do a
in the hell?
poster like that at one point, too?
Oh God, there's One Tree Hill had one like that, and yeah, it all looks really.
But here's the thing of it. It's like, it's just hey, let's talk about our failings and be gay central. That's basically what it is.
This is why this reminds me of the episode, the 200 episode of Stargate SG-1, where they were pitching ideas to the sci-fi guy, and one of them was bring in younger people, and it was like, dude, you totally killed that Goa'uld. Or that girl, man, I was going to do her. He's like, dude, that guy was totally a Goa'uld. He's like, I know, but I'm still going to do her. It was like, this is what that reminds me of. This is like the young.
It's
young
so
poppy
bad.
kids, like, this is literally it.
Yeah,
It's
it's so bad. And look, I also wrote on one of the threads, I said, don't worry, it won't last long. Everybody on the right side of the picture is going to die rather quickly. Referring to the red shirts, We all know what happens to red shirts in Star Trek, right? But anyway.
Here's my thing. Is this part of the bullshit Trek, or is it part of the
This
new
is Kurtzman Trek, dude. This is the
Okay,
next
that-
installment in Kurtzman Trek. Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
and I
see this big thing on top that says Paramount Plus? Yeah.
yes, I know.
Yeah.
But so I was wondering if this was one of the last things he pushed through. Because I heard there's not going to be that much more.
Oh, he's
after
still in
this.
control over there. He's still in
Yeah.
control over there. Kurtzman, yeah. His contract ain't up for a couple of years over there. Oh, yeah. He's still
I
in
heard they
control
want to
over
get
there.
him out because they're
Well,
getting him.
that's one thing. You know, they want to get him out, huh? Well, looks like they're launching January 15th, bro. You know?
Yeah, but
I mean,
you got to think about this, Joe. Everything
Mm-hmm.
that we're seeing now was set in stone 2 years ago.
this is true.
Years ago.
This is true.
It's not right
Absolutely.
now where the Ellisons took over. Like, you know.
Yep.
So
It's
it's back
too-
when all the woke bullshit owned the place.
It hurts me being a Star Trek fan to see that.
Dude, Doctor Who, dude, Star Trek, Doctor Who, Star Wars.
Oh, they've done it to all
Marvel,
of them. They've done it to
yeah,
all of them.
It hurts. Indie.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep.
So.
But this is YouTube content gold. Yeah, it is, especially for the guys that are the hate channels, man. They just It's,
Oh, I
but
agree
look,
with you.
I'm not a big hater of stuff, but man, I saw that and I was like, this.
Oh, it's
No,
gonna get
come on.
hammered into the
It's
ground.
gonna hammer. Yeah. Like I told you, student log, stardate 90210. It's just crazy, man. We got another poster for the second half of season 5 of Stranger Things. Let's see. And apparently it releases on Christmas Day, the rest of the second season. Didn't they
Yeah.
do this? Didn't they do this
It's
exact same
three-part-
thing?
Three-part, Joe.
Oh, is it 3 parts?
And
Yeah,
then
you got
the last
Christmas Day, and
part.
then you got New Year's. New Year's is the
Really?
There's 15 episodes, I think, or something like that. It's broken into 3 though.
Well, this, as far as I know, I mean, have you guys watched any of this? I mean, some
I'm waiting
people
for
are
the whole thing. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna binge it when it comes up. But no, they keep trying to do spoilers, but I've been staying away from keeping them out of my algorithm.
Right.
I'm
Let me
waiting
ask
for
you
the
this:
wife-
are you hyped for this, though?
No.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I'm not catching any hype for this at all. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and as popular as this show was at one time, like you said earlier, this one's what, 8 episodes that are 2 hours long or some shit. Each one's like
I've looked
movie
at
length.
them. They're anywhere from an hour to 2
And-
hours.
and
Yeah.
when
And I
was
don't
the
mind
last?
that. I don't
Yeah.
mind that.
But when was the last season, Knock? You were alluding
Like
to this
3 years
earlier.
ago.
Yeah,
It was 2-3 years ago. Yeah.
It's because Netflix doesn't know how to. They want to buy all this shit, but they don't know how to actually take advantage of
Yeah.
their successes. You got
Yeah.
look at K-pop Demon Hunter. I've been mentioning that one
Yes.
a ton. And
Yeah.
the sequel's not going to come out until like 2029. It's
Yeah,
like,
and I was like, way to
come on.
like. I agree with Knock on this. Way to
It's
like
gonna
slow
be
down
hard
your
to-
progress. You have one of the hottest movies on the planet, and you have no products or anything for it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
It's
What
going
was
to be
it?
hard. It's going to be hard for them to top the end of last season.
Yeah, and
Stranger Things.
me and Kay watched the first episode, and I was like, okay, that's gonna happen. They set it up too easy.
Yeah.
You can tell what's gonna happen.
Well,
It's a
Right.
fun show. I definitely enjoyed it when I watched it, but I mainly watched it for pop culture reasons. I think I watched that around the time we started the show. honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just there's some things that I didn't watch Squid Games right away. I watched that because everybody was watching it.
I was going to
So,
say
like, you
they're
know what?
following the
Let me give it a go.
same they're following the same pattern they did last year with the second season of Squid Game, right? They split it up into a couple of pieces and
And they
they
called
released
it-
it.
The problem with that one, Joe, was that the second season or whatever the season before the last was, it wasn't even a full season.
Right.
It was 6 episodes.
That's it.
And it didn't even fully go through a season. Like it just cut it halfway, and they were like, "Oh, we'll just call that a second season." It's like,
Right.
And
yeah.
the ending of the movie and the ending of the show was terrible.
Wow.
I thought
Well,
it was-
I still haven't watched it, and
I
I
thought
don't
it-
really care. I mean, I only watched it because everybody was so into it, and we had to cover the second season of it whenever it came out, and I wanted to know what I was watching, and then, Knock had been telling me, you gotta watch the show, and he must have forgotten who I was married to because, the show's about a bunch of degenerate gamblers is what it is, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You had me watch this? Really? You know what I mean? I was like, wow.
Well, I
But,
don't always expect you to watch every single little thing.
No, but you were really high on that one, and you told me I needed to watch it. But...
Yeah, I said you needed to watch it. I didn't say your wife needed to watch it.
No, I hear you. Let's see. Remember when a season had 24 episodes? Yeah.
Law and Order.
I mean, a lot of these shows, dude. Most of the network
24.
shows. Yeah, most of the network shows. I think the last one I watched that had 20 plus episodes in a season was The Walking Dead. I think that one.
And by the end of it, they didn't have that.
And by the end of it, they had shortened the seasons again. Yeah, and they were splitting them up again and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, back in the day, man. Yeah, 20 episodes. That was the pull.
That was the bare minimum.
You were doing
right there.
22 to 24 on average for a show. You know, when we revisit The West Wing, it's 22 to 24 episodes every season of it. Yeah, but. You know, hey, maybe if we complain enough, they'll hear us. I doubt it. They don't watch us, you know. They might watch some of the other guys, but they don't watch us. But you know what? Sticking with the poster thing, we've got two. Guess what? We got a poster for My Girl today.
I was wondering if you were
from James Gunn. We got a poster for My Girl. Supergirl, and we actually got a teaser trailer too. He dropped.
The teaser trailer was nothing.
I'm fixing to show it. You guys will see it. But what, dude? Like, I'm not going to cover Supergirl.
I had that up.
Anybody that's watched my channel knows what's up. Okay, I mean, really, you know, I am a Supergirl fan. I do like the poster. I think it's neat. But I'm cautiously optimistic. I think the only thing that's really going to save this movie is Lobo. But, yeah, I like the poster. But a lot of people are focusing in on this part of it right here. Truth, justice, whatever. Right?
Yeah.
You know, and it's obvious they had her, you know, in a drunken state at the end of the Superman movie. We know that. And we'll have to see what he's doing with the character. It's based on Woman of Tomorrow, which anybody that's read the comic books knows that she's kind of in a down place and she's partying a little too much and stuff like that. So you'll have to remember they're gonna hit home the point that she is not like freaking Clark. She was not raised here. She was raised on
Lego.
Krypton. Yeah. Logo. Get it right, my brother. It's Lobo. That's right. And I think Jason Momoa is going to do a great job with that. I think it has potential to be
dude. That's his
something
favorite
really huge.
Character in
right.
DC.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know about her, but I think maybe he'll hit it. But I don't think this movie's going to make that much money.
I
think
we'll
maybe
see.
He'll make even less than Superman.
We'll see. We'll see, man.
Yeah.
But I do have the teaser for you guys. So let me cue this up so you guys can see it.
That truth, justice, whatever bothers me a lot.
Well, I'm gonna remain. It's Supergirl. I'm going to remain even keeled about it until I see the movie. Okay, I'm just gonna do that because I'm a fan, man. I want it to do well. I do want it to do well.
I wanted Superman to do well, and look what happened.
I understand, but you enjoyed it.
Did all right.
Who cares? It did all right.
Okay, I will say this. I enjoyed the first time I went with Culture, and we went and saw it. But then I went back and saw it with Kay, and then I went and saw it with somebody else, and then I'm like, oh, there are problems with this. I was hyped, and I was in that hype state when I actually sat down and watched it like once or twice because I was just, okay. And I even put a post out, and I'm like, this movie has problems.
Mm-hmm. well, let me put it to you this way. Like you were with the Superman movie, I'm going to remain even keeled about it. I want to see this do well. I really do. Look, I mean, from what we've seen from the reaction of Superman and the reaction to Peacemaker 2, the second season, dude, he's not building any goodwill. He's really not.
No,
and there's rumors that once all of this stuff is said and done with the buyout, if it ever happens, oh my God, look at this. He just
And
can't control himself.
I don't want to see Snyder fucking come back either.
He
He's
can't
coming
control
back.
himself. Well, that's not going to happen, especially if Netflix gets it. They've already unasked him from Netflix. So,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, Keely Chow can't control himself anytime a female's on the screen. He just can't do it.
If Paramount wins, Snyder's coming back because the Saudis want Snyder back.
Yeah, that's the thing. If
You're
Paramount
gonna bring
wins
back
out,
somebody
then
to bomb
that's a
on.
chance. There's a
Yeah.
chance of that. There's definitely a chance of that. Vince says Lobo needs his own movie. Buddy, that's the thing. I think it has the potential now of being a Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool type of thing. If he does really well in this part, you know, he probably will get his own flick. Probably will. It just depends. You know, there's so much up in the air with the buyout and everything. But let's take a look at the teaser real quick, guys. Here it is, the Supergirl teaser, and it's 15 seconds long, so I'll only stop it once.
The one I saw was 20 to 30.
Well, they put a pre-one on 2 days ago, so you probably saw one that was melded together. Yeah, man. The music choice is very cool. I like it. Little Blondie. That's pretty cool.
Wait, are they in the
There you go.
trailer? The trailer that showed up didn't show them anything. It was just that showed more than the trailer did. Basically.
I hear you, man. I hear you. But yeah, this one was dropped today by James Gunn, and there's apparently going to be a longer trailer tomorrow. So, looking forward to that myself. This is one of the few movies I'm looking forward to. You know, the other one is the Star Wars movie. We keep getting conflicting reports about that one. You know, I'm still going to remain.
Which one?
You know me, I'm glass half full, man. I'm going to remain optimistic that the Ryan Gosling Starfighter movie is going to be good.
Oh, the Starfighter, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping.
I'm going to say that if anything they do put out has a chance, it may be that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So, I'm going to be honest about that one.
Hey, he just got all his ducks in a row. I hear you, man. He's crazy. This Supergirl is just a female version of Hancock. That's what it seems like, doesn't it? It does seem like that. And that could be good, though. It could be good. Look, I've told people this several times. This is not Superman. This is Supergirl, okay? And they're different characters. She remembers Krypton. She's pissed that it's gone. She's upset about it. You know what I mean? So, just depends on what they do with it.
You know,
I just don't, I do think the same thing that happened with the Superman movie is going to happen with this one. She's going to get lost in the shuffle of the other characters, and I think Lobo is probably going to steal all of her thunder as far as what we remember about the Superman movie. It's Mr. Terrific, right? It wasn't Superman. It was Mr. Terrific. And I think the same thing's going to happen with Lobo in the Supergirl movie. But, I remain optimistic.
I'll be right back, Joe.
I personally don't think that's always the worst thing. I know you like because they're the title of the movie, they have to be the main character.
Yeah.
Remember about Dark Knight Returns or whatever it was?
Mm-hmm.
Heath Ledger, the Joker. Like, he made the movie. So,
yeah,
I don't think it's necessarily, wrong for someone else to take the spotlight. Especially if you're going to be in multiple movies.
Right. Yeah. And I said it at the time. My problem with it was the fact that if it's going to be a Superman movie, it needs to be mostly Superman, and it wasn't. If they'd have named that movie Justice Gang, then I would have expected what we got. And when I watched it on a second viewing, I enjoyed it better knowing what I was walking into. You know what I mean? So. We'll see what happens with it, but I'm going to keep you in the loop on everything I hear about Supergirl, for sure. Let's see. Vince says, I liked Helen Slater when Supergirl arrives on Earth and everything was new. The rest of the movie, no comment. Yeah, it was. Look, you had some A-list actors that just, I can't believe they signed up for that movie. Peter O'Toole and what's the girl's name that played the witch? I mean, Faye Dunaway. I just could not believe that those A-list actors signed up for that piece of garbage. But I'm with you, Vince. When she first arrived on Earth, that was some really cool shit. She was learning how to fly and stuff. It was really cool. Really was.
It's that
Okay.
Jason Statham game or Statham movie, In the Name of the King or something like that. Like Burt Reynolds and Jason Statham. And you ever see that?
What is it now? Say it again.
Sorry, hang on.
Okay, bud.
In the name of the King. It's a dungeon siege movie based on a video game.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, but it's one of the worst movies ever.
Really?
So you check it out. Yeah, go ahead.
Hang
check it
on,
out.
I'm
Let's do a
pulling it
little
up
thing.
now.
Yeah,
I'm pulling it up now. Hang on.
You know,
Tell me the name again.
In the Name of the King, I believe it is.
they made 3 of those.
I'll look it up as well to confirm.
In the Name of the King. 2007, Jason Statham.
That sounds like it's it.
Siege Tale.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a look at this, shall we? First of all, I got to get that off of there. In the Name of the King, a dungeon siege tale. A man named Farmer sets out to rescue his kidnapped wife and avenge the death of his son. 2 acts committed by the Krugs, a race of animal warriors who are controlled by the evil Galleon. Wow. Okay. Yui Bowl. Okay.
I mean,
look see, this is all you need to know right here. Yui Bowl.
Look who's in it, though. It's your guy, Ray Liotta.
I'm looking. Yeah, I love
it.
Look, Yui Bowl has had some good
Captain
actors
Millard.
in his stuff, man. Yes. John Rhys Davies is in it. Kristen Locken. You know, I always bring up Blood Rain as one of my guilty pleasures, man. It's a Yui Bowl series, man. And she plays her in the first one, man. Matthew Lillard's in it. Look at this bunch, man.
Yeah, dude. It's a great cast. The movie's so awful, though.
Is it
so
super bad? Oh, man. Well,
it's so bad. It's worth a watch. You got to watch it just because of how shitty. Like if you got
Oh, trust me. Look, you say this. I love watching bad movies, dude. I really do.
There's 2 more.
You're kidding me.
There's one with Dolph Lundgren. In the Name of the King 2, 2 Worlds.
I forgot they did sequels.
And then there's one with Dominic Purcell that's In the Name of the King 3.
Oh my god! I didn't even know these existed. I gotta watch them.
And they're all directed by Yui Bowl.
Yui Bowl, baby!
We might need to do a movie night and just watch all 3 of these.
We might, man. Look, I may start doing some watch-alongs on Saturdays because let me tell you, when I was in the hospital, yeah, and we'll start with that one for sure. But I really, I was in the hospital with my mom this weekend, and I watched Star Trek, the motion picture, the director's cut for the first time, and it was on. Shout out to Pacific 414. He was doing a watch along of it, and Stone Loki was there and everything. And I watched it, and it was so much fun, man. I had never seen. One of my problems with the original Star Trek: The Motion Picture was you never saw V'ger from end to end. You never saw the entire ship. Well, I finally got to see it on the director's cut. They actually show it hovering over Earth at one point.
It's
huge.
like,
it's fucking massive. Well, we know that because of the fly along and everything, but that, in the original motion picture, you never saw it end to end, and in the director's cut, you do. So, yeah, I'm thinking about doing that because I mean, that was really fun to do on a Saturday night when I was in there taking care of Mom. But anyway, let's see what are they saying over here? Supergirl is still better than Captain Marvel. Yeah, I hear you. But dude. Roger Corman, Yui Bowl, these are great filmmakers. They just like to make movies, and yeah, some of them are bad. I mean, but hey, I'll still go see their stuff, man. You know what I mean? Okay, boys and girls, guess what? It is time to check in on the girlfriend of the show. We're not quite at the halfway point, but we got a lot to talk about after we're done with her. So let's go check in on. Well, you know what's up.
How do you want me to handle the Sydney issue?
The Sydney issue?
Well, we should have a consensus on how the White House is going to handle it.
Well, I certainly hope the Sydney issue refers in some way to a problem that we're having with Australia, because if it's anything other than that...
Mr. President, Ms.
Sweeney,
to see you.
Have her come in, please. I am finished here.
Yes, sir.
There is no Sydney issue.
Yeah, we got to check out Sid's, Martin says. And Vince, of course, is showing off her best assets, of course. And, of course, our man, Keely Chow, cannot control himself as usual. Of course, he cannot control himself, right? First up on Sydney Watch tonight, Sydney Sweeney and Christy Martin tag team Sports Illustrated
That's
for
the
knockout
reason why
cover.
we haven't talked to Ash. She just doesn't like that house is in total chaos over there now, all the time.
What are you talking about?
That's the reason why me and Kay don't talk to her. We try to talk to her, do something. She just won't say shit.
Talk to who? What are you talking about?
I'm so confused right now.
So am I.
I think he meant to be on mute, and he's not, or something. I don't know.
No, nothing can be simple with them. Okay.
With who?
Who,
Well,
Jeff?
yeah,
Who?
Kay,
What are you talking about?
Go play after this is over. So
He's having a conversation. Doesn't include us.
Okay. Yeah. Let's
I'm
go ahead.
I'm starting in the starting phases of trying to get stuff together.
We will mute him. He does not know he's being heard.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Christy is actually on streaming now.
Christy is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, what are you going to do? But they ended up on the cover of Sports Illustrated. I thought this was a cool looking cover, man. Really did.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to watching the movie. It's not one I was going to pay to go see in the theater, though. I mean, I'm paying streaming services. I might as well wait until it's on stream. What streaming service is it on?
Oh, it's on the Amazon stuff where you pay the.
Yeah, it's VOD. It's not.
Yeah, it's not streaming. Yeah, it's
not like
VOD.
Disney Plus.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
But anyway, thought that was interesting. Also, Sydney finally speaks up about the jeans controversy. Something, in my opinion, I don't think she should have done. But let's see. Where is
she already responded about this.
What's that?
I thought she already did respond.
No, she was interviewed. You remember when the interviewer tried to get her to say something about it, and she said, "When I have something to talk about, people will hear me." Right? You know, she totally avoided it, which was perfect. But here, well, I'll go ahead and pull it up out of Camelot's reaction to it. A good friend of mine that streams. I love Cody to death. Shout out to Camelot. If you guys aren't following him, you should. This is the statement she put out. I was honestly surprised by the reaction. I did not. Let's see. I did it because I love jeans and I love the brand. I don't support the views of some people that some people chose to connect with the campaign. Many have assigned motives and labels to me that just aren't true. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm always trying to bring people together. I'm against hate and divisiveness. In the past, my stance has been to never respond to negative or positive press, but recently I have come to realize that my silence regarding this issue has only widened the divide, not closed it. So I hope this new year brings more focus on what connects us instead of divides us.
She should have never said anything.
She should. I don't think she should have either.
No, and this is, and I'm going to say this. She did bend the knee a little bit, so they're going to come at her now. They're going to come at her even harder because she bent the knee.
Yeah.
You do not apologize to these fucking idiots. Ever.
Okay, hang on. Let me. I want to read Camelot's reaction to it because I agree with it. Sydney Sweeney was unfortunately groveled to the mob. The only effect this apology will have is the people calling her a Yahtzee, and such will continue to do so, and they will. The people impressed she stood her ground over false allegations. We'll drop her like a rock.
Yup.
And I don't know about drop her like a rock. I'm not going to quit being a fan of Sydney. But she should not have done what she did.
She should have been doing what she's been doing for the past 2-3 years.
Right.
Just
keep
shut the fuck up. Don't say anything and do your own thing. But no, she had to go say. They're going to call her a Yahtzee and all this other shit now again. Even worse.
Yeah, she didn't apologize. You're right, Martin. She didn't. But anything that comes anywhere near being an apology.
That comes near
that's
it
where,
right there.
you know, the people that were saying that it was propaganda and shit, that they're going to just jump all over and say, see? She admits it. Blah, 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 you know?
Yeah, never apologize to the fucking mob. They're fucking idiots.
Right. Exactly. We know what we know it, Martin. But it's the fact that she even spoke up about it.
Yep.
You know, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. Yeah. Don't react. If you start reacting to everything that's said, you know, you could find yourself in some serious deep water. You know? Just look at John Cena, right? Yeah. Look at John Cena. And I don't know if you saw the Joe Rogan interview with Cena this week, but it was very interesting what he had to say about that when he apologized to China, right? In Mandarin.
Really regrets it.
And right. He said it was a learning experience. I was trying to put out a fire and I ended up pouring fuel on it, and it was
it was even worse.
But that's the thing, he learned from it. And that's take that lesson on this, Sydney. If you're watching this, take that lesson. Do not talk about this.
We love you, but shut your mouth, please,
right?
Because you're only gonna make things.
I mean,
worse.
I'm gonna go a different route on this one from you guys. Yeah. I don't know what it's like to be Sydney Sweeney,
right?
So I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt that she knows her own well-being, and if she felt that she needed to do this to say something, I'm not gonna egg her on it. So I honestly I don't mind what she did one way or the other. I agree she shouldn't have had to, but I'm not going to dog on her because she did.
And we're not dogging on her. No. We're not dogging on her. But
like
we're warning her. I'm trying to warn her.
But that's my point, though. Who are you to warn her? Like, she knows her shit.
That's true.
I mean, but why are you guys?
It's kind of funny. Just listen to me, Knock. I'm doing a little deductive reasoning here. She never did anything like this. She never reacted to anything. Until after she got with this guy she's with now, the guy that's an agent.
Do you know why?
Yeah.
She got told.
Nobody knows why. That's my point.
No. I know the why because I've seen it a million
you don't know
times
shit,
in the past
about
10
what
years.
she's doing.
No, I do know
speculate.
shit, motherfucker.
Jed,
I do know shit.
Jed,
okay?
don't call people motherfuckers, dude.
Because
Stop.
She got told to step in line, and she doesn't, she'll lose all her privileges.
You are speculating, and you don't need to be calling people names. So relax. We've seen it several times out of other people, yes. But you are that is conjecture. I'm just saying. Go ahead, John.
Sydney, if you're watching, send your number to the guy down below me, Knock.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, let's check in on her Instagram. We got let's see.
Martin.
Thank you to everyone who came to celebrate Housemaid movie, New York City's premiere. That's where these pictures came from. This was just after the premiere last week. These are some newer pictures. It's not all the same stuff that I showed last week. This was from last Thursday, after we were on the show. She's got that Marilyn look down, man. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but we don't want her to go out like Marilyn.
No.
Yeah.
But she's got that look down.
Crazy
though.
fans these days.
As long as she doesn't have an affair with a mafia-connected president, she'll be fine.
Right?
All right.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Take it easy. I'm not playing that video game.
Ducks.
You just keep throwing the ducks up there. I'm not playing that video game. But
I
anyway.
like what Vince said. Isn't every dad technically a motherfucker?
Wow. But yeah, this is everything from promoting the movie. Her and what's her name? The girl is
Amanda Siegfried.
That's it, Amanda Siegfried. I don't know her too much stuff with her in it.
She's actually kind of got a little bit better as age gone on. So.
Mm-hmm. There's about the only nighttime talk show host I can stand these days. Jimmy Fallon's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Fallon's a piece of shit.
Well, you can think that. Everybody's got their own opinion.
No, it's Kimmel. Kimmel is a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
They're both pieces of shit because they run with that.
This is the cover once again.
Amanda Seyfried, she was in the first Ted, I think, right?
Yep.
Or the second Ted, one of them.
And this looks like it's just a bunch of stuff from. What is it? Okay, I see what it did. It was only one picture. Okay, it was taking me through all the other stuff.
Yeah.
All right, and this last one is from a London getaway she went on. So there you go. She's putting up all kinds of pictures, and it looks like she's having a good time.
I miss
Boys
the
and
Man
girls.
Show too, Keely.
Oh, the Man Show was great, and Kimmel was awesome on it. Okay, but now he likes to act like he never did that show, and guess what? You did.
Because his wife produces the show, Joe.
Yeah,
And she's woke as fuck.
Yeah.
You know.
No, well, the genius behind that show was Adam Carolla. Anyway.
Yes, Adam Carolla, and he's never changed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he was, but I'm talking.
And
about
I have to give Adam Carolla credit. He, unlike a lot of people that are like him, has not moved out of Los Angeles. He has stayed and tried to change the course of what's going on in that state.
Much respect to him.
Yep, absolutely. If you're not following Adam Carolla, you should.
They're
man.
playing
The guy's
Dungeons
still
and
funny
Dragons.
as hell. Yeah. All right, so that's Sydney Sweeney this week, boys and girls. That's our check-in on the girlfriend of the show. Yes, Craig Ferguson was the best. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely. Man.
I've always been a Conan fan myself.
Conan was good too. In the
Conan-
year 2000.
Okay, so Jay, Jay was good at one point too. So Jay was good at one point too.
I only like Jay's cars.
Was never. Yeah, his car collection. If he showed that every night, I'd be down with it. But
2 words: Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson is the
he's
goat.
awesome too.
We know
Johnny's
that.
awesome too.
I was in the Jay Leno
And Dave, yeah.
Actually, when
I
he
was a
came,
fan
when
of
Jay,
Jay, but I was more Conan. Conan and Jay were my time.
when Jay came down here for the Super Bowl with the Cowboys when they won down here in Phoenix, I got to meet him and I got to sit in his fucking car because he had it right outside. And there's a picture I have of young me. So
Yeah,
I got to hang out with him and shit. So
you
it was
need
really
to show
cool.
these pictures. Damn it, we'd like to see them. Let's see.
No, I agree with you. Nobody beats Johnny, but
what was
Jay
that
was
white
good
stuff on
too.
her face? That's a good question, Dan.
Jay,
Good question.
Conan, Craig, they were all good.
Listen, Ricky Lake was the shit.
Oh my god,
dude, you have Jerry. Jerry's the king. Jerry's up there like at
About
the top
tonight.
of Mount. The
we
Travis
are
Mountain
gearing
right
up for season 2, and this is a wallpaper for season 2 of Fallout. You got the 3 main characters there walking.
He's wearing the leather duster. Love it.
Yeah,
Dude, he has that in Fallout 76. I've been playing it with Kay.
So let's get into it, boys and girls. Fallout Season 1. We're going to go episode by episode and talk about Season 1 of Fallout. I just got done today rewatching it. I forgot how cool the last episode of it was. It was, I mean, every episode had its strengths and everything, but really enjoyed this show. I have to tell you guys, your host has never played one video game. I've only watched John play it. My stepson played it ad nauseum, and he told me I really needed to play it because of all the lore attached to it. Apparently, this is a very deep lore game, and John, Jed, and Knock are all huge fans of it.
Yep.
And when this first came out, some people had issues with it. I'm sure Jed will touch on that. But me personally, I enjoyed the hell out of the show. I thought it was really, really good. And I think I can say it safely that the factions in the game is what makes this so much fun in dealing with all this stuff. Of course, you've got the insects that are huge and stuff like that, and the monsters that are around, and I'm sure you guys will touch on that too. But really, getting introduced to each faction and their behind the scenes, where they came from, and all that good stuff is really interesting to me. But anyway, we'll start with we'll start with episode 1 of Fallout. It was called The End. It was only, like Knox says, this was only 8 episodes. This first season. But in this one, the synopsis says a humble recruit from post-apocalyptic organization is tasked with scouting the wasteland in search of pre-war technology to preserve it, facing challenges and critiques along the way. That is completely false.
Well, it's not. It's not. It's just incomplete. It's only one of the characters.
Yeah, that's only one of the characters. Basically, we get introduced to all three of the characters. Now, the first one is Ella Purnell's character, Lucy. We meet her first. And the way I'd explain it is this. She is putting herself on...
That's technically not true, Joe.
Okay. Who's the first one we're introduced? Yeah, you're right. You're right. The opening scene is Walter Crog's character. Before the fall of man, he's doing a birthday party. Apparently, he's fallen on hard times as far as his acting gig goes.
I do like how they go backwards and forwards. That's kind of like what they done with 76.
But what they did was they showed the bomb go off in the city close to him. I guess it's in L.A. We saw the nuke go off in L.A. because he was in Hollywood. He was doing movies and stuff, and ended up working for what in the hell is the name of the company? Vault-Tec. Okay, he as a spokesperson and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, we get to see that, and his daughter is.
I'm sharing it right now, Joe.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm waiting on you to show it.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, it's because he had told her
favorite thing. So if the mushroom cloud is bigger than your finger, don't even bother running away.
Right.
Basically. If it's smaller than your finger, go to the hills.
Yeah, and
that's
she
where
said,
she asked. She's like, "Your thumb or my thumb?"
Right. And he's like, "Oh shit, yeah, yep." It's crazy, man. This is something else. This show was really good. But that was the opening of it, and then we got to meet Lucy. She was in.
And then it's 29 years or 200 and whatever years later.
Right.
219 years later.
Right. Couple of millennium in the future, and we meet Lucy, who is trying out to become basically a bride. She wants to be a breeder for Vault 33. I think they're in. Yeah.
Yep.
So, and they're gonna hook up with somebody from Vault 31, I think. Is that right? 32?
32, yeah.
Yeah. And turns out, they go through the whole deal. She tries out. The picture that we see right here is her actually addressing, that's not the overseer, but it's the elders or something.
It's like a council.
It's a committee, a council, whatever. And they're trying to pick the person that's going to hook up with Vault 32. So anyway, we go through all of this. They have this big party for them, big feast and everything, and they consummate the marriage and everything, and come to find out it's not even people from Vault 32. They're all dead. They've been killed by raiders from the surface, and they go to war with these guys. They're in Vault 33. And repel them, and during this, the female character, help me out with it, guys. What's her name that takes the father with her after the fight's all done?
Moldova or
Moldova.
Moldiver, I think. Hang on, let's see how it's spelled down here. Moldaver.
Moldaver.
Okay. Anyway, she comes in and takes. She actually gives. What's my guy's name? Where is he?
Henry McLean.
Where? Why do they not have him on here? McLaughlin should be on here.
There
he is. Okay. He has white hair. That's what threw me off. Because I know he's got black hair in real life. Hank McLean, he's given a choice by Moldiver. Look, you can either give me your daughter or these people here. And a bunch of his people are at gunpoint. And he throws his daughter into a safe place, locks her in, and they drag him away and kill everybody. And that's when she decides to head out. And even though the leadership council doesn't want her to go, she goes anyway. And we also meet her brother along this time, and the brother helps helps get her out of there. And I like the brother a lot. I thought he was a great character, I really did. But yeah,
I think he's going to be a huge part of season 2.
I hope he is. I hope he is. But we also meet what's my man's name here?
Maximus.
I don't remember the character's name, but he's with the
that's Maximus.
That's Maximus. That's right, Maximus. Yeah. And he is with the Brotherhood of Steel. John, fill him in on the Brotherhood of Steel. Who are these guys?
Brotherhood of Steel was an army unit that basically went off on their own because at the end of the Great War, and their whole deal is they want to take technology away from people because it's too dangerous for people to have.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And they've got these things, which gives them a little bit of power, I'd say.
Yeah.
Not total power, as we find out, but they're pretty tough, man. They're pretty tough.
They can fall apart really easy if you don't do things.
But what are these things called? This. Power armor? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, specifically those are the T-60s.
And I think it was a T-61, and they have a whole. Yeah, you have like these. Because I've been playing a lot of 76 because of the new update.
T-61 isn't. No, there's no such thing as a T-61. You're thinking T-51.
T-51. Sorry, thank you for correcting me. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's a whole bunch, and there's even an excavator's armor and a bunch of them in 76.
Yeah, that's all made up for 76. That's not.
Yeah. They have a bunch of them. They have a bunch of them in Fallout 4 as well.
Yeah,
but anyway, I got to tell you, and I think we talked about this when we were reviewing it the first time. This is my least favorite part of it, not because of the faction. I think because the way it came across to me, the leadership is priests. These guys are almost religious in what they do, and they you have the priests, you have the knights, which wear the power armor, and then you have the squires that work for them, right? They carry all this stuff and repair them and help them and all that good stuff along the way. Thought that dynamic was cool because it kind of harkens back to the Middle Ages. You know what I mean? The church running things and the knights doing what they're ordered to do and stuff like that. That part I totally got into. What I didn't like is this character, and I got to tell you, on a second viewing, I still don't like some of the stuff he does, but I understand him better after watching it a second time.
I don't like Maximus at all.
Yeah,
I love his character.
But he's ambitious. But he's one of the. He goes about his ambitions in a shitty way, if you ask me. I don't like some of the stuff he does. I just did not like that character as much as I did the other.
I attribute that to his inexperience. That's all.
Yeah, it definitely is that. But
he's a whiny little bitch. That's what he is.
I mean, if you look at the brother, but I mean, that's true to his character, though. If you look at the Brotherhood of Steel, they're all whiny bitches.
Oh yeah, and I hate.
They're literally all whiny bitches.
Let's even go one step further. Every faction is a bunch of little whiny bitches.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
Yes, they are.
We're gonna meet a new faction in season 2 that are not whiny bitches.
Yeah.
Those fuckers are for
even
real.
the good guys are a bunch of whiny.
Well, we'll talk about that after we're done reviewing this. But we need to move along here. We need to move along. Anyway, we get to meet those guys, and during the process of what happens, the whiny bitch known as Titan gets wrecked by a big-ass fucking bear-looking thing.
Yagwai.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yagwai?
Yeah, it's basically a mutated bear.
Those bastards are tough, and you
but
fuck.
He's treated Maximus so bad at this point. Maximus doesn't give a fuck.
By the way,
if he
that's
lives
not
or dies.
episode 1, Joe. You're going.
Oh, is it? Am I getting ahead of things?
Episode 1.
Okay, all right.
No, pretty much.
I guess
left is the ghoul.
All we got in this one is that his buddy in training wanted to actually got to be a squire and then got fucked up somehow, right? Somebody put something in the boot, yeah, and messed him up. So anyway, we had that whole investigation. They thought he did it and stuff, and one thing led to another. Anyway, he ends up becoming the squire for Titan. And then you got the third guy, my favorite character in the whole damn show, the Ghoul. And his character arc in this fucking show is why I watch it. I got to tell you, he's the Rick Grimes of this show to me, for me. You know what I'm saying? He's the main guy as far as I'm concerned. We didn't see him till the end of the episode. He was in a grave, and they dug him up. And, apparently they've been farming stuff from him. I don't exactly... You guys explain to them what that was all about.
I don't think they're farming. I think they're just keeping him alive.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
Ghouls are radioactively mutated humans that are basically immortal.
Yeah. But
a point,
Walter
to a
Goggins plays him. And, oh, my God, man. The guy is awesome. They pull him up, and they want to use him for a bounty that they're going to go after. And he ends up wasting them all. And what does he tell that last guy? He says, yeah, this will be the last one you ever do. He said, if we don't watch it, this will be the last thing we ever do. And he tells him, yeah, you were right. This is the last thing you're going to ever do. And throws him in the coffin that he came out of, Yeah. It's a really cool scene. If you like really good action, he gets the best fucking action scenes in the whole damn show. Because he's just a total badass. But you know what? He doesn't start off as a total badass. Like I told you, he was down on his luck actor doing, birthday parties and shit. When we first meet him, and his arc in this show, I think, is the best one. I think it's just totally awesome. I get exactly why he has the I don't give a fuck attitude. You know what I mean? It's really great.
I thought what was funny about that scene is they brought a chicken along with them, and they were
yes.
basically,
I agree
if he's
with
feral, he'll go out. They can't abide a chicken.
Right? They can't abide a chicken. That's it.
I agree with E-Clay right there. I think he's more like Shane than Rick. Yeah.
Really? You think?
Shane went crazy though. Shane went a little nuts.
He's had some crazy moments on the show.
Rick has had some crazy moments. I think he's more like Rick.
Rick had some really moments.
Rick still had some self-control, and I think
you're
I think
all wrong. He's Negan.
Oh, there you go.
Okay,
that's not bad.
Well, okay, I was sticking to the parameters of E-Clay's. He didn't say a third name. I was just sticking with those two.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He said, which one is he more like?
Yeah.
But Negan just went.
I could agree with Negan,
man. So
I think he's more like Shane than Rick. Well, E-Clay, that's cool. Whatever. All I know is I love the guy's arc. Anyway, we get introduced to all of them. Lucy heads out to find her father.
Completely naive. It's perfect.
The ghoul is looking for the target that the Brotherhood of Steel is actually looking for. Both of them are looking for this guy. And I believe it comes to a head in the second episode, I believe. Let's take a look.
I see what you did there.
Yes, it comes to a head.
I don't think he did that on purpose. No. I think that was coincidence.
It was coincidence, but it worked out just fine. They're after this guy right here. I will show it just for a minute, and then I'm going to cut it off. This scientist right here. We meet him in the opening scene.
The guy from Lost. That's all you need to know.
The guy from Lost.
Yeah, the guy from Lost that had a shitty ending at the end of the show.
Oh, you're right
Michael
about that,
Emerson.
Martin. I didn't want to give it away because it happens later on because the arc, but he says the ghoul was a total badass before the nuclear war. He was a veteran before becoming an actor. He even used power armor. Yes, he's done a little bit of it all. Absolutely. That's what I mean. I love his arc. You find out a lot about this guy. Stop
getting ahead, Martin.
Yeah. I was fixing to say he's about to get me to go ahead. But anyway, we meet this scientist, and he apparently has done something really cool, and he's embedded it in his head. We don't know what it is, but this is who they're after. And he's got a dog with him that he trained. You see a lot of the experiments they were doing earlier on and stuff with animals and things, and it's crazy. I can't remember what the name of the company is that he's working for, but
I think this is the Enclave, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's working for the Enclave.
I think it was the Enclave.
The Enclave, in this time setting, Joe, the Enclave is like the government that want to be the government, but are just a bunch of douchebags.
I got you.
They do a lot of secret shit, shady secret shit.
Well, let's see if this is on point here. Maximus commandeers the armor of a fallen knight.
Yep,
that was pretty funny. That's what I alluded to earlier. That's when, and matter of fact, that's a comedian that plays the part of Titan.
Michael Rappaport.
Yeah, he's great. He's great in the part. Anyway, he gets just beat up by a friggin' mutated bear. What did you call it? John?
It's a Yaogwai.
Yaogwai.
You can see the
Yaogwai.
scratch marks on his armor right there. That's his armor
right
they took
here.
over.
And basically, Maximus, looking to improve his station, just lets the guy die. He's tired of listening to his shit. And he tells him he doesn't deserve that armor and doesn't give him a stem pack, which is going to heal him. And nope, just lets him die, and he takes the armor.
Well,
and
just to, real quick, Joe, just to try to keep it in some order.
Sure.
First, we see the scientist escape.
Yes,
The bounty,
absolutely.
he has dog meat with him, or what we refer to lovingly as dog meat, the German Shepherd. And then, Lucy runs across this guy when she makes a fire.
Right.
And then, so they have a
and he tells her, you shouldn't be doing that.
Shouldn't be doing that, yeah. we see our first rad roach and dog meat kills it and stuff like that. And then we get to the point with Titus and the Yaogwai.
Yep. And it also says Lucy's quest leads to encounters with Wilzig and a trip to Philly, where she meets the ghoul. Yeah, all paths lead to Philly. Now, Philly is this town where there's trade going on and stuff. And look, when the scientist first meets Lucy, he tells her, you need to go back to the vault.
Yeah,
you will not survive out here. You will not make it. Tells her right away, hey, the fire's a bad move. You shouldn't be doing that.
In true Fallout fashion, she is out looking for her dad.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that's the whole point of Fallout. You got to find a relative.
You got to find a relative.
Wow. That's amazing.
Every single game almost.
Or revenge.
That's the Bethesda Fallouts. Because Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, you aren't looking for your family.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Bethesda
Well,
didn't
what's
start
funny
it?
is in the first Fallout, you're looking for a water purifier, and in the show, they talk about their water purifier.
Yeah, the water chip.
There's a big problem with that.
So
Yeah, I can't.
They try to combine all the games, in their own way.
I see why you guys enjoy this game. If all of these different factions have this much information about them and stuff, it's really great. The world building in this is fucking great, and I take it that it's from the video game doing it so well. Is what I'm at.
They also did put some stuff in that that didn't come from the games that they kind of made up on the spot too.
Yeah.
So.
But anyway, there is a big shootout at Philly because they all end up there, and Maximus is trying to get the scientists for oh my God, I keep forgetting their names. The Brotherhood of Steel. And that's the target. He's been given a picture of the guy and the dog, so he knows that's his target. And the ghoul is after him too for a bounty because I don't think we found out yet that the ghoul needs drugs to survive. I don't think we found that out yet, but
no.
That's what ends up happening. But he's after it for the bounty, and the girl is caught in the crossfire. She basically is trying to help him out, trying to do the right thing, which is what the Vault people do, right? She keeps saying that.
I think also at this point she was told if you want to find your dad or something like that, help him to where.
No, that's afterwards. That's after his foot gets blown off. Remember? Yeah, she throws him out of the girl that runs the store that she goes to in Philly throws her out. But then after the shootout, when they get the guy inside and they fix his foot, put a metallic foot on him, that's when she says, look, if you want to get your dad back, he was taken by this person. She recognized Maldiva is what she recognizes on something that's going on there. And she says, look, if you want to get your dad back, this is the best way. Get him there. And that's what the girl in the store wants to happen anyway. So she points them in the right direction. They get out of there. Meanwhile, there's a firefight going on. Well, first of all, the ghoul wipes out everybody in the fucking town square that tries to kill him, right? And it's a pretty awesome action sequence. It really is. And then there's a fight between him and the knight and Maximus. And first of all, Maximus, he's barely used this armor so far, so he really doesn't know what he's doing. And we find out that the ghoul knows something about this armor.
When he goes up the stairs.
Yeah, when he goes up the stairs, it tells him, it's kind of hard to climb stairs when you're wearing so much armor and shit like that. Yeah, he's just fucking with him the entire time. It's really good. But anyway, they end up going their separate ways. And they continue after the girl. just for the scientists. They're not after the girl. They're after the
Well,
scientist.
he makes Maximus fly away.
Yeah, he does. He does because he's about to fuck him up. Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. Maximus has to run. And kind of like a superhero learning their powers. He really doesn't know what he's doing. He kind of crash lands away from there, but he gets out of there, you know. I can't remember how this one ended as far as the vault situation down there went, but I know the brother is checking into things, and I think in this one he finds out that there's something shady going on.
Nothing in the vault in this episode.
You know
Really?
what
Okay.
character I
That's
would
not
love
until
to
episode
see?
7.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I'm going to say this. You know what character I would love to see that would show up in a TV series? The Silver Shroud. That is my favorite character in Fallout.
So what
I
I'll say.
love that.
So what I'll say for this one, Joe, just to end it, Lucy and Wilford get away, and basically are on the outskirts of the town, and he basically just gives up, says, "I'm not going to make it. You know, it's going to take too long.
Right.
Just take my head."
Okay. Yeah. That happened at the end of this episode.
That happened.
That's why this one's called The Head. Okay.
And also, we learned one thing is that as much as he doesn't want to, the ghoul really likes dogs. He kills dog meat and then brings dog meat back.
Right. Yep. He does. He did. He I was wondering about that. I never catch that when he brings him back. I'm either busy doing something or something. I was like, he killed that fucking dog. How's it alive?
Before he left the town.
But anyway, the next episode is The Head. I don't remember how this one opens, but
hang on, I'm following along too. I'll tell you.
Okay. All right.
So the beginning is when he's doing the TV show. When the ghoul is doing the TV show.
Okay, I got
There's
you.
the gupper right there.
He's like, do I have to kill this guy? I don't want to kill this guy.
Right.
He was questioning the show.
That's right. They're filming the Western that he's on.
Yeah. And we see his wife for the first time.
Yeah. And this is when we find out that they actually have incorporated the Red Scare into this. Those of you that remember McCarthyism in the 50s when they were looking for communists, in Hollywood, that this is introduced as part of the story. The discussion that he and the director have is one of, hey, we've decided to go in a different direction because of, they're finding a lot of communists. We want to do something different.
He's asking where the writer is. He's like, where's Joey or whatever? And he's like, oh, he's gone. He was a commie or something like that.
Right.
That's actually true to the point for in our real world, but in that world, that was a huge part of the lore. It
was even worse.
It was worse.
It
was worse. And then when you had to go take Alaska, that's when things really fell apart in the games. That was just
anyway. That's introduced here, and it becomes a crucial part of the backstory of this entire world. Actually, is what ends up happening. But go ahead, continue, Knock. We've got she's got the head. She's headed in the direction she's supposed to be going. She comes up on a body of water. I think it's right there at Hollywood Boulevard. I think is what the sign says.
Yeah. Before that, before that, it's Maximus fixing his suit, and then after he goes through his little situation with that, and then he actually meets his new squire, which is one of the guys that bullied him.
Right.
At the training camp.
Right.
Then we get back to Lucy, who.
But he thinks it's Titan. He doesn't know it's him.
Correct. Yeah, he doesn't know because he never takes his helmet.
That's
off.
important. That's important. He thinks it's Titan. He's moving like he's Titan. I loved it when he grabbed his cup and said, "Wash this." That was something the Titan did to him. It was pretty damn funny. But anyway, we got that, and you've got the ghoul following her.
And then the ghoul catches up with her at the water.
Right, and what happens at the water? She I think it's called a gulper. Is that what he called it?
That's later on the episode, but
yeah. If you're good enough, you can take those out in one shot. But if you hit lower, you're kind of screwed. You can give them a headshot. Yeah.
Well, it's not too far after she gets to the water because she's playing with that deer, and all of a sudden the gulper gets the deer, and then it tries to get her, and she loses. No, actually, no, that doesn't happen.
No, the deer happen. The deer thing happens, and that's when the ghoul comes out.
Yeah.
And then takes the head.
I was fixing to say the gulper gets the head somehow before the ghoul gets there.
Correct.
Because he's looking for it.
Just before.
And so then one of my favorite scenes in this fucking show happens. He's dunking her in water. And he's sitting there
That's later.
explaining, you know.
Later in the
Oh, is it
episode.
later? Okay. What's
Yeah,
next then?
first you have
That's later.
Norm. This is when we go back into the vault.
Yeah.
We finally go back to the vault.
Yeah.
And Norm is being, talked down to by the committee.
Right.
Again, like, what job can we give you? He's like, I hate them all. So what can you do for the guy that hates everything? This is where you start getting more characterization from Norm. And they ended up making him the food. He gives the food to the raiders that are left over.
Yeah, and he really wants them dead, right?
Yeah.
And he's not the only one, Yeah. Go ahead.
And then you get a short scene with with Maximus and Esquire. They find the body without a head, and they're like, okay, well let's follow the radiation. And then that's basically, and then you get back to the water with the water dunking. Right,
and he's dunking her in the water, and he says, they say torture doesn't really work on people. The information isn't reliable. You just, and he keeps dunking her in the water. So you're not going to get good information. Torture. She goes, well, then why are you torturing me? He said, I'm not torturing you. I'm using you as bait. He's using her as bait to get the gulper to come, so he can get the head out of the gulper. And it's funny. If a fight ensues and everything, she loses a boot, and they get away. I can't remember why they stuck together though. Oh, I know what it was. Yeah, that it comes up in the next episode. But he takes her basically hostage and takes her with him. So yeah, they lose the head to the gulper, and he's going to figure something else out, right? Well, that's when Maximus and Esquire shows up, and they do battle with the gulper, and they actually get the head. It's actually the Squire is about to get eaten by this thing, and boy, some weird special effects. I mean, they zoom in on the mouth, and it looks like it's got fingers going to grab the guy. But you know what? That's one thing I love about this show. They do a lot of foreshadowing, even though you don't know what it is. You know what I mean? It's pretty obvious where the gulper came from later on in the series. Anyway, he pulls him out of the thing's mouth, and when he does, it rips open its insides and shoots the head right out of it, and they've got the head, and they're moving on. And I can't remember how this episode ended. How did it end, Doc?
Well, first before we continue with it, there was another shot in the vault where they're voting on what to do with the prisoners.
Right.
So that did happen. And then, the gulper thing. But before all that, before we get to the gulper and the decision, back to after the waterboarding, you get the best line in the entire episode, or the entire series, that every Fallout player knows to heart. And the golden rule of the wasteland is, thou shalt get sidetracked by bullshit every goddamn time.
Yup.
Every Fallout person that heard that line threw their shit.
I laughed my
one thing you know about these games, Joe, is Fallout, Skyrim, any game, is that you'll always get sidetracked by some side mission.
Yeah.
Right. Even to some extent, Mass Effect, right? Instead of doing the main quest, you got, there's some bullshit mission over here we got to go do. That is the number one line in that one. But at the end of the episode, it's mainly just them walking through the desert, and then you get another flashback scene where he comes up with the thumbs up. This is when he first gets hired by Vault Tech,
right,
to become their spokesperson.
He's the Mass Effect guy. He's the dude on everything Vault Tech. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. That was pretty cool. I dug that. That's when he started working for Vault Tech as their spokesperson.
And that's pretty much the end of that episode.
Yeah, and we can't forget now. One thing we haven't mentioned. We keep talking about the Ghoul and how he's an actor and how he's a veteran and all that stuff. But what the crucial thing you need to know is his wife works for Vault Tech. Okay.
Oh yeah.
She is one of the higher ups in Vault Tech. So, and we meet her in here when he's doing filming and stuff like that. And you got to remember that because it's going to come into play later on. Okay, let's move on to episode 4, which is called ghouls. This is where we find out about the ghouls.
Dog ghouls.
Dog ghouls, yes. We find out about them and what they need and all that good stuff. This is why he's been alive for, what is it, 219 years, you said, in the future?
Well, I mean, he was what, like 50 when
he was probably middle-aged,
40s,
maybe
yeah.
45,
So he's
50
about
years
250 years old. 250, 260 years.
And it's because he's a ghoul. As long as he keeps taking the drugs that they need, he will stay alive. And I think in this scene right here, I don't want to get hit because I want people to, when they rewatch it, to be able to see everything without it being cut out. He meets this. Well, first of all, knock chronologically, go for it. Tell me how it starts and all that good stuff.
Yeah, no, this scene that they're showing is actually the first. Well, they do a little bit in the vault first, but yeah, I can't tell. No, I think they're just showing a little replay. Yeah, that's basically the first scene is where they find another ghoul, one that has been without the drugs they need for a while.
Right.
And this is one of the few things that was like brand new in the show that I know of, where. As far as I know, there was never anything indicated in the video games that they had to have some kind of drugs to stay sane.
Right.
Where them going completely feral had really nothing to do with if they took drugs or not. That was something that was brought in by the show.
Okay.
So that was interesting to see that. You get a couple more scenes in the vault.
Mm-hmm.
They go back to that a little bit. Norm's talking to Betty.
Betty, who, that's, what's our girl's name? Played Starbuck in Battlestar?
Betty. Yeah, that's Katie Sackhoff.
Katie Sackhoff, yeah, that's it.
Betty, what? No, Betty, that's not Betty.
Okay, hang on. Let's get it straight. I'm talking about the girl with the eye patch.
No, that's not that. No, I don't know. I can't remember her name, but that's not Betty. Betty is the older black lady.
Yeah,
okay.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah. Gotcha.
Right
that's part of the council. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She. They haven't had the election yet, have they? I don't.
No.
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 Okay.
They do a little scene with Lucy and Goal where he's baiting her. Basically, she ends up drinking water and getting her first dose of radiation.
Yep.
And he's like, okay, well now you're on your way to becoming a ghoul, basically.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then he cuts off her finger. They both exchange fingers. And he's
he says that's the first fair transaction we've had. Yeah.
Exactly. And then we get back to the vault where you see the eye patch lady with the cousin of Lucy. Where they become sort of a de facto family. You get that little thing. Then she's pregnant, and then her water breaks. And then you get back to the ghoul, and then you get to the point where they're at the super duper mark.
Right. Yep. And this thing, what's happening is the ghoul needs some drugs. He does, and he's going to sell her.
She broke all his drugs back at the lake when she tried to escape the gulper.
That's it.
And he was really pissed.
And he was pissed off about it because he needs that shit to live. So he's going to sell her. And she really doesn't know what it's about. You know what I mean? Nope. But she goes in there, and what's the robot's name?
Codsworth.
Oh, okay. All right. Tell him about this guy.
So Codsworth is the robot that they make way back when. And he's basically, he could be a number of different things. He could be a helper. He could be a butler. He could be a assassin droid. He could do many things, but he's basically let's see if I can get a good shot. Here we go.
Well, basically for the layman, I'm going to tell you, he's basically a repairman in this one, but he helps repair her, gives her a new finger and all that good stuff. But then he lets her know that no, we're not going to slave you out or anything. We're going to farm your organs. So eventually what ends up... Go ahead.
It's a Mr. Handy, and its name's Snip Snip.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm used to Codsworth from
They
Fallout
always
4.
gave
memes
and shit. So
but yeah, that's him.
That is him.
He's on a little booster. He just stays. He floats in the air. He's got a bunch of mechanical limbs. He just does whatever is better.
I was shocked at how well they made the Mr. Handies in the show.
Not yet. That's it.
Yeah, it looks like it came right out of the game. Like literally, and I can't wait for the death claws, man.
Vince has a question. He says, "Have super mutants been made an appearance yet?" No.
No.
Okay.
They're still
probably season 3.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking-
probably season. Unless they go to DC.
They're gonna do the Death Claws this season and probably Super Mutants next season.
Yeah.
We
Well,
have no idea what they're gonna do.
let's move on because we the clock's becoming a factor here. This is what happens. It tries to start cutting on her, and she fights her way out of it. I have to say she was very resourceful about that, and she fucks up the robot. And then she goes out there, and there's two. I just call them white Cheech and Chong. It looked like they're over there getting high watching television that are running the place. And she ends up getting the drop on them. And she releases everybody. And then she says, I said everybody. And there's a ghoul girl sitting there. And he says, look, these aren't ones we're using for organs. She said, I said everybody. So they open it up. And a bunch of ghouls come out of a door that's on the side. And it's on like Donkey Kong. She has to fight her way out of there. And then when she gets outside, she drops a bunch of drugs right in front of the ghoul and says something to him. What did she say to him? It was her way of being snotty, but she was saying, this is why we do the right thing and blah blah blah.
So I might end up looking like you, but I'm not going to be like you.
I'm not going to be like you. Yeah, that's it. She was basically sticking up for her way of life, really, when she said it. And she dropped a bunch of drugs and took off. And he, of course, gets on the mend and goes inside and finds a bunch more. And he also finds a tape with him on it. And it's the scene from the beginning of it, where they're redoing the cowboy scene where he kills the guy, and he actually kills him in the movie, right? He goes ahead and goes through with it, right?
Yeah, you find out he goes through it.
You find out he goes through with it, which means he kind of sells out, anyway, very interesting stuff. And then the local constabulary shows up, a bunch of sheriffs.
That's not yet. That's not yet.
Oh, that's not yet? Okay. Was that the end of the episode?
That was the end of the episode.
Video? Okay.
Just before we end the episode for that one, Norm finds out more about what's going on in Vault 32.
Yeah, Vault 32. Well, they go back and forth a lot. Him and
and this one
guy.
he starts seeing more signs of rebellion. He sees things like "We know the truth" written on the wall. Stuff like that.
A lot of dead bodies.
Something happened before the Raiders got there. We discovered that there was an uprising before the Raiders broke in.
Yep.
Or whatever happened. That something had happened in the vault before.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay. Next up, we've got the past. I don't remember how this one opened up. I do remember this scene right here they're showing on the bridge.
Maximus reveals the truth.
Yeah. Now, this is the deal. The beginning of it is when Maximus reveals to his squire that he is not Titan. He is actually Maximus, and the guy totally flips on him. As a matter of fact, he takes the energy core for his armor, and he is screwed. He can't get out of it. There's no energy to it, so he is stuck like Chuck. If nobody comes by,
got his foot crushed too, which is important.
Right. Yeah, he takes the head, right?
He got his foot squished.
Oh yeah, he did. Before he could get the energy thing out of it, he went after him and he squashed his foot. Yeah, for sure. I forgot about that. But anyway, he's screwed. If nobody comes along, he's gonna starve to death in that suit and die. Go ahead and tell him what happens next, and I'll expand on that.
Yeah. So Lucy actually comes across. You can see here in that trailer that they found each other. So Lucy found him. He was being crawled around by rad roaches. She kills them.
Right.
He's like, hey, he sees that she's sick because she got radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
So he says, hey, I got Radaway. Radaway is a big thing in Fallout games where if you have enough radiation, they develop something to get rid of radiation.
Yeah.
So that does exist in this universe. We've also seen previously in the first episode that Lucy also used a stem pack, which was a syringe with red liquid in it. That's a health. That returns health. So they do have some things from the game in this. So she's like, I don't know if I trust you or not. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, that was a big thing. Yeah.
She's starting to develop trust issues. But she lets him out. And then she
Well, she
passes
throws
out.
up shortly after that, and she's realizing, yeah, I am going to need help with this. And yeah, she
Release
lets him out.
him. You know, he gets the rat away, keeps her alive, and then they start going on the road together.
Yep. And he's looking for an energy core.
Now, before what she did before, while she was sitting around with the head previously, is she put a
Right.
tracker in his head, and she's like, "Well, I know where the head is. I'm
Shoved
trying to
it
find
up
the
his
head.
left nostril.
I can
Yeah.
find the tracker," and he's like, "I'll go with you." Blah blah blah.
Right. Yeah. Because the guy's got it. He's got the energy core he needs for his. That's the only place he knows of that he can get an energy core. So yeah, they are on a mutual beneficial trek to go get the head and get.
And then we get
core.
we get the vote in the vault.
The vote in the vault where Betty becomes the overseer, I believe.
Yep.
And there's a lot of politics in there. You know, there's one guy that's sitting there telling the brother, Lucy's brother. I can't remember that guy's name to save my life. What is his name? Norm. Okay. Tells Norm, hey, I'm sorry. I got to vote for Betty. She's been around longer. She's got more experience. Blah, blah, blah,
No,
blah.
he wasn't telling Norm. He was telling one of the other people that were getting voted for.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. I don't. Norm may not even have been in the running.
No,
but,
he wasn't.
Yeah.
It was
But
the
Betty
three
ends up winning it, and is it this episode where they go into Vault 32 and everything's just fine? Is it this episode or is it the next one? It's shortly after she wins the election. Pretty sure. I don't remember if it was in this one or the next one. But anyway.
That's later in the episode, yes.
Okay, it's later on in this one. Okay. So what happens next after the election?
So they get to the bridge and they see two people trying to cross the bridge at the same time. Lucy and Maximus see two people. It's like a very tense scene.
That's
that
what you
scene
see
right
here.
there. Yeah, that
Yeah.
scene right there, literally.
That's it.
And they end up just shooting at each other. Maximus doesn't trust them, and she's like, "Why did you shoot at him? They were going to kill us," and they turned out to be, bandits or whatever.
Right.
They were really fucked up.
I think he said they were cannibals.
Yeah, cannibals.
They eat.
Yeah, they
they
were.
eat people. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what ends up happening here. Did they catch up with the Squire in this one?
Vince, I laughed at that.
No,
Black
no.
Betty. I giggled at that when I.
This is a very, very big part of the story. Is they eventually make it to Shady Sands. Now, Shady Sands is very big in Fallout lore because is that the first Fallout or the second Fallout that goes to Shady Sands? Shady Sands is a successful place that was built.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out of and I believe they used what they called a GEC to create Shady Sands. GEC was I can't remember what it meant, but it was their
Garden of
way.
Eden creation kit.
It was basically their way to create a new civilization. It was a machine that they had that helped them create a new civilization after the post-apocalypse. They come out of the vault and they use a GEC.
Okay.
Right, and so Shady Sands was like one of the first recorded one, or first ones that we know of that it was successfully done. But what we find out is that Maximus who was a resident of Shady Sands, and you come across this, and there's basically a huge ass hole in the ground.
Yeah.
It got blown
Big,
up.
huge. It was obviously nuked.
And
It was
they're
a
talking
huge
because
crater.
Lucy and Maximus are having this conversation. She's like, "Hey, so what happened after the war?" And to him, the war took place when he was a kid, like 30 years before. To her, since she's a history buff, she's talking 200 years ago.
Right.
So they're talking about two different things, kind of thing.
Right.
So she's trying to learn a little bit more about the lore,
Mhm.
and then they find a hospital.
Yeah. And the hospital ends up being a front for one of the vaults, I believe. Or do we not find that out till the next episode?
No, they just go inside. I don't even
Yeah.
think anything happened yet.
Right.
And then you go back to where the vault, to where they choose the people that are going to go get migrated to Vault 32.
Yeah, and at the end of this, let's not forget that Norm's been going in and out of Vault 32, getting more and more clues, and then they go back. She purposely takes everybody into 32, saying they're going to split everybody up. We're going to repopulate 32.
They haven't chosen who yet, but
they haven't chosen who, but we're going to put some people here and get 32 going again, right? And this place has been covered in blood, all kinds of bullshit, dead bodies everywhere, dead crops, all that shit. And then all of a sudden they walk in there and it's all fine. It's all just great. And they get all the way to the office. Yeah, the computer in the office has got a huge hole in it, right? And Betty comes up behind Norm, and Norm turns around and he goes, "Good cleanup job," And she goes, yeah, we do our best, or some shit like that. And she knows that he's on to something, but she doesn't know how much he knows at all. But
that computer was working before.
Yeah, it was. That's the one where he found out some information on. He was actually digging into that one earlier. Go ahead, John.
Well, there's Tom McLaughlin's character and Betty are actually from Vault 31.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And he finds out that all the overseers are from
Vault 31.
Vault 31.
From 31.
Yep.
No matter what, no matter what elections happen, it's always a Vault 31. For whatever reason, it's always a Vault 31.
Kay says she's ready for the new season. I am too, man. After watching it again, I forgot how good it was, especially episode 8. But we'll get there. We may go a little over tonight, but we'll try and keep it low. Next is the Trap. This is the Trap is basically talking about where Lucy and Maximus end up, and it's actually the hospital is a front for Vault number 4. Is that right? I can't remember.
Yes, it's Vault 4.
Vault 4. And they get there, and they're being, first they're isolated. And what does the sign say over the door?
Test subjects.
Test subjects. That's right. That's your first clue that, hey, something's, not right about this place, right? They're going to try testing them and everything. Go ahead, Knock. You're better at the sequencing on these things. Go ahead and tell them what.
Yeah. So before we get to that, the first thing you get is which is on the left there in the black and white, is you have him. Walter Goggin does one of his commercials for Vault Tech, and this is where he introduces Vault 4. He introduces that it's going to be for scientists. It's where they can conduct experiments for the betterment of mankind.
Yeah.
Whatever, he goes to the table and he meets a group of a scientist and his family. They're all going to move there. It's going to be a group of scientists and their families going into this vault, and they're going to be in there for 5 years. This is Biodome. The experiment is that they're going to be in there for the first 5 years. This is before anything has ever happened, and they're going to be the case study for the vaults, the first ones to do it for a long period of time.
Right.
And then you meet Bud Askins for the first time. He's the one that always talks about management and the importance of management, and where you get one of the lines where the biggest enemy of all is time, kind of thing. The thing that destroys everything.
Right.
You get a little bit of a party where you actually meet the voice of Codsworth. You meet the actor. And they have a little conversation about selling out to the corporation, kind of thing. It's like, man, we're not going to have actors anymore, kind of thing, if you don't follow the company line.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So you get a little bit more flashbacks there. And then we come to the part where the town sheriffs come after the ghoul and find him in the state. That's a short little scene, and then we go back to Vault 4, where you see the sign. They get a little integrated into it. Both are still a little suspicious, and then they meet the overseer with the one.
Who is a Cyclops? He's got one eye.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild, man.
And by the way, everyone in the vault is super duper nice.
Everybody's nice. It's right away. Max is like, this is cult. They're too nice.
It's a cult. Yeah, it's a cult.
Yeah, it's a cult. And she's like, look, this is the way people are in vaults.
They didn't notice anything until they saw Cyclops, and then after they saw him, they started seeing all the mutations around the place.
Yeah. People with glowing eyes, all kinds of shit. So, then go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, we get another flashback with where Goggins and his wife are just having a little conversation. He kind of just wants to retire at this point, but she is a company woman.
Yep.
So she doesn't want to leave.
Yep.
That kind of thing. And then he starts. This is where he meets one of his co-stars in one of his shows, who play the Indian, and he tells her about, hey, this is this meeting. He's like, I don't want to meet your commie friends or whatever. But he gives him the card.
He tells him, look, it's not about communists, this or that. It's not what it's about. That's just what they're calling people that he wants him to come to this thing real bad. He wants to open his eyes.
Yeah, and then you go back to the house with the wife. He's having a discussion, and he starts saying, okay, she starts telling him rules that he's starting not to like. He's starting to hear more and more things that he doesn't like about Vault Tech, including like they can't bring the dog. Well, why can't we bring the dog?
Yeah, it's pissing him off. Yeah.
Why is this a rule? Because they can't, they can't have a dog in the vault, kind of thing, as part of the rules.
Blue jumpsuit. What if I want to wear a green one? I didn't fight in a war, so I'd have to be told what to do. What about freedom? That it really gives you an in-depth look at the ghoul's personality. You know what I mean? He is a freedom-loving son of a bitch, man, and he does not like the company line at all. He's not down with authority, right? Go ahead, Knox.
Yep, and we get a little bit more back in Vault 4 where Lucy starts to learn more about the history that has happened since. She learns more about Sadie Sands. She also finds out about the new California Republic. Very huge staple
in the schoolroom. In the
Vegas.
schoolroom, yeah.
Schoolroom, which is very important to future faction. If we're going to get what we see in the trailer for season 2, we're probably going to see the NCR as well. So
yeah. That's the new faction you're hyped for seeing, right?
The NCR is one of my favorite factions.
It's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm more excited to see the Legion.
Okay.
Which is the
well, I'm just saying it's a new faction, the NCR, right?
Okay. It's about the Kings. Thank you very much.
Okay. Oh.
Nobody cares about the Kings. They never leave New Vegas.
Let's stick to the show, guys.
We get back to the Ghoul who's been captured by the sheriff and the governor, or the president.
Oh, man. The president. Get it right. That's the president.
Yep. We have that little scene. He finds out about Moldova. He finally sees a picture of her. And she's like, that's a face I haven't seen in a long time.
Yep. He recognizes her right away. And we don't know anything about this chick, really.
Nope.
She's just been mentioned. Yeah.
And so they do kind of a lot of back and forth. You also get a weird ritualistic scene, a cult scene, where everyone strips naked in the Vault 4. That scene right there.
Yep. and the most important part of this, though, they're all stripping naked, and they say that the future is built on the ashes of the past, and they're putting ashes on themselves. And then you see the big picture of Moldova rise up, and they're praying to her like she's a god, is what they're doing. It's pretty wild, man.
And that's when you get back to the back scene, because they lined this up really good, where they kept going back and forth. And then they come to the real where Mardo. I can never say her name right. Her first name is Lee. I'm going to call her Lee.
Yeah.
Lee. That's who Walter Goggins' character in the past meets at this commie meeting. Is her. She's the one heading this meeting for all that. You also, and Lucy's like, we got to go. She goes, finds Maximus. We got to go. He's living it up. He's getting all the sugar bombs. He's eating popcorn.
Oh yeah, they've given him a great place, man. He's taking showers. Like, he's running around a robe.
Kind of thing. And then she starts sneaking around, and she finds the secret of the Vault 4, which she freaks out about that. She gets taken prisoner, so to speak, and that's basically the end of the episode.
Yep.
She gets caught.
Basically, Vault 4, what she finds out about Vault 4 is they are scientists. They're doing experiments. She sees a video of a girl giving birth in a liquid tank of like sharks, like small sharks.
That's in the next episode.
Is that the next one? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting ahead of
it ends with her getting caught.
They're kind of like the Enclave because they're all scientists. So
Well, the next one.
Well, not Vault 4 now.
The next one is titled The Radio. And this, I have to say, probably talks about... the title is about the radio that... who is it tries to get to the radio? I think it's the Squire, right? He's trying to get to the radio so he can...
call for backup.
He's calling for backup. That's it. Okay, go ahead, man. Go.
Pretty much you get a little bit more back history. You find out a little bit more. As you alluded to, you find out what exactly they did. They basically did. Have you ever seen the game BioShock? They did whatever the fuck they wanted to in this Vault 4, and they experimented the shit out of people. They wanted to see what would happen if you genetically slice, animal
people
DNA
with sharks, people with dogs,
to overcome radiation, that kind of shit.
Right.
So, and basically their experiments turned on them, pretty much. And so this is where you find the dog is still chasing after the Squire because the Squire has the head. The dog wants to go wherever the head is.
Right.
And so you see the Squire moving around. For sneaking around, they decided to do their heavy punishment to Lucy, which turns out to be making her go to the wasteland. that was their big punishment.
Hang on, I think I've got a picture of it here. It almost came off like they're talking to him about everything. I think they have. I'm pretty sure they showed a picture of it. I guess not. I thought they had a picture of it.
They had her chained up in the middle of like a forum, and he had.
And
like
he's got this sword, and it looks like he's about. There it is, right there. That's it. They've got a chain down, and you see the sword.
Whatever. Is that what they call it, Smiter?
And he comes up, and he's like, "You have been sentenced to exile." Starts sawing at the friggin'.
He does it the little wimpy way where he's like sawing at it with it. He's like sharpen that next time.
Right, sharpen that next time. And
she's like, "What?" And then out of nowhere comes Maximus, and he steals.
Oh, but
the
wait! You got to tell him. And here's 2 weeks of supplies. After that, you're on your own. You know, I mean, they're giving her basically exactly what she wants.
Yeah. And then Maximus, finding out that she got taken or whatever, comes to unnecessarily comes to her rescue.
Right.
Takes the power core of the vault. All the lights turn out, and he's basically throwing people around. And she's like, "No way, don't do it." And luckily, I don't think he killed anybody; just severely hurt them.
No.
That's all.
Somebody check on that guy
before she gets in the way, and they basically leave the vault. They're shunned from the vault.
But doesn't he take the power core back?
They throw the power cord back down the shaft, and they leave. Lucy guilt tripped him into taking. He's like, "Well, the armor would help us," and like, "Well, we can't do that to them."
Yeah. Because Lucy is true to her character. She's going to do the next right thing, right? She's going to do the next right thing. But.
And then we come to the squire. We come back to the squire. His foot's still fucked up. He ends up leaving his pack behind. He leaves the dog behind, and he just has pretty much the head with him.
He's gonna go,
and he finds this very, those, I don't know what you want to call him, the shoe salesman, very sketchy. I got ointments that can cure anything.
The snake oil salesman.
The snake oil. Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
Yes.
And he gives the drops.
That's
and
exactly what it is in the Old West.
He instantly heals the foot, and then it turns out he basically just turned him into a ghoul.
He just made him a ghoul. Yeah, he did.
And then we get we find out I believe this is where the Raiders are not dead yet, but they find out who. No, they haven't done that quite yet. A couple of flashbacks. You get to the radio station. That's where the squire finds Lucy, or Lucy and Maximus find the squire there waiting for his ride.
Right.
He has gotten to the radio station. It's where the squire finds out he's a ghoul. He also takes out his gun and shoots him like 20 times and misses.
The reason why we find out he's a ghoul, he steps on a trap that the radio station guy has, and an arrow shoots right through his neck, and he doesn't fall right over. He's like, and he goes to pull it out, and they're like, "Don't pull it out." And he's just, "I got to. I can't leave it in there." And he pulls it out,
if
and
you
it
can't
heals.
show the show, then I am sharing it right now. I don't know if you can show it.
I got it, bud. Yeah.
There you go.
That's it. Yeah.
He's like, "Oh man,
really? What the hell, dude?" You know, it's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Anyway, go ahead.
So they. Now the reason why he's so sad is because the Brotherhood does not take the ghouls under any circumstances.
No, he's done.
So he basically has to run away.
He has to run away. Yeah.
And so what Maximus ends up doing is he ends up taking another head of the bodies that are surrounding the area, and he defaces it, and he uses that and gives the other head of the scientist to Lucy to continue on.
Right, and Lucy doesn't want to leave him, and he's like, "Look, you don't want to be here for this. Go. I got you back. Don't worry about it. You'll be in trouble if you stay here." You know what I mean? And she leaves. She continues on to go find Moldaver. Yeah.
Last thing is we get the Raiders all die, and that's when the Overseer decides to release the names of all the people going to the other vault, and it leaves that vault with them going, and then Norm ends up finding a computer to talk to the Overseer of 31 and says, he pretends to be the Overseer of 33 and says, I'm compromised or whatever. And then he goes into Vault 31. And he
goes into Vault 31, and we don't really see what he sees. It's kind of a dark corner, but he looks surprised in the final frame of the show. He looks surprised. Okay. And that leads us to the final episode. Episode 8, The Beginning. I got to tell you, this episode was really cool. I loved how they tied everything together. There's a lot of foreshadowing in it. Like I was saying earlier, that the grabber, or whatever they called it, what was it called? The gulper. It had fingers on the inside of his mouth. Well, it was obviously made by Vault number 4, right? And their experiments and everything. So, we get into this one. And tell us how this one starts, bud.
So this one starts with Maximus he did get picked up at the end of the last episode by the Brotherhood, and he gets brought to, or he gets at the beginning of this one, whatever. He gets brought to the Brotherhood with the head, and what they're looking for is they're trying to scan for the thing that the scientist put in his own head, and it's not there. So they interrogate him and say, why are you lying to us? And this is where he kind of tells the truth and says, Titus wasn't worthy of it, blah blah blah. And then the we call him the scribe, or not scribe, but what do they call him, John? The head prophet guys.
Elders.
Elders. Yeah. The elder is very impressed with them for telling the truth. He's like, I want to do something else with the Brotherhood. I need people like you with me, and basically takes them under his wing and gives them.
Now, one thing you forgot. They were about to whack him, and he said that he could lead them to the head.
Correct.
He did say that he could do that, and that's what saved him.
He knows who has
him. Him saying that, and his old partner that got the razor in the shoe. Was defending him as well. So
because they did originally suspect him of putting the razor,
and it turned out it was that a guy or a girl? I thought that.
I think biologically that's a girl, but
but it could have been a trans character. I don't know, but they ended up doing it to themselves because they were kind of crumbling under the pressure. Like John said, they're a bunch of wusses.
Yup.
And he or she, whatever she is, crumbled under the pressure and self-inflicted wound just so she wouldn't have to do it. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, go ahead.
Then we get another flashback where I believe, Moldaver had given the ghoul back in the day an eavesdropping device.
Yes.
Earpiece. And he was battling with himself whether to use it. So he ended up taking his wife to work. And they meet that Bud Askins guy, the guy about management. He's a big part of what's coming up. And then he decides he's going to do it. He does decide to do it. So, but he has to go inside to get closer. That's kind of where that ends.
Goes to her office. That's where that ends for now. Go ahead.
For now, yeah. Because we cut back to Lucy finds the resistance. And she's getting brought to Moldaver and finds her dad in the cage. We've done it, guys. We beat the game. We found the dad.
Yeah.
Yay. And then we switch over to Norm in Vault 31, where he meets a curious little character. It is
a brain on wheels.
It is Bud Haskins' head, I believe, in a little robot, which is actually what happens in a lot of Fallout. The brain you put in a robot. And he finds out a little bit more of the truth, and he's like, stay there. And it's so funny. He tries to stick him with a syringe with this little robot, and he can't reach him because, he's just a little robot. So he finds out that. And then you get a little bit more where Walter Gobbins is in the office waiting for the assistant to his wife, Henry.
Who's a big fan.
Yeah, who's a big fan.
Yeah.
That's all we know at that point. And he puts the earpiece in, and he starts listening in to pretty much the most powerful people in the world.
Yes.
Talk about the vaults. And this is where you get a lot of the lore about the future. His wife is pretty much heading up the whole thing. And they start discussing. They haven't quite got into discussing the whole thing, but they start off meeting for it. It cuts back to Norm for a second, then it comes back to that, where she starts talking about, hey, everyone here can have their own vault to do whatever the fuck you want, is basically what she says.
Yeah, he's hoping that she's going to set him straight, but it turns out she is all about the money. She's all about making Vault Tech the number one on the planet, the most money-making thing. And basically, it comes out in that meeting that they're going to drop the bomb just to make it happen, so people will need this shit. And then
that's the same time
he is totally destroyed by it. Yeah.
As soon as he hears that, that's when Henry comes in, and it turns out to be Henry McLean, the father of Lucy.
Yes.
And
he's the assistant that just started working for him.
That's the big reveal there.
This all comes to a head at Moldaver's headquarters. We get, now you can correct me along the way, but we come to find out that Moldaver is after the head because what the scientist put in his head was the means for cold fusion, which is endless energy.
Yep.
And she wants she needs to get a code from her father to activate the stuff that she's extracted from the head. And he doesn't want to give it. And she goes, well, let me tell you who your father really is. And go ahead and tell him that lore part. I get a little confused on it sometimes. But
No, he basically spiel. You get the whole spiel because it's all getting broken down to her as we're seeing the
flashback. Yeah.
It basically goes right into this huge battle where the Brotherhood ends up getting there. You get a really cool scene with Walter Goggins where you find out, hey, I know all about this T armor, this T60 armor, and he starts shooting out all the weak points of it. Basically takes out a whole squad.
Right. Did they fix that problem with the weak armor?
They did not. Chest? He's like, I guess we did not fix. I guess they didn't fix that.
And he starts wasting them, and it's awesome.
Yep. And so basically, Lucy just finding out everything, basically tells hey, just give him the damn password, and he does,
and so he does. Yep. But they don't activate it quite yet.
Don't forget,
they also talk about the mother. Where's mom? What happened to her? And Maldiva says, I think you know what happened to her. And they all look at the table, and there's the mom sitting there. She's a ghoul. She's been alive all this time and steadily deteriorating. She looks horrible. She looks like one of the Walking Dead is what she looks like. And
what was also revealed is it was Henry was the one that actually dropped the bomb on Shady Sands, because the whole thing was Vault-Tec wanted to control the future of who was produced in the post-apocalyptic, not these rabbles that came out of nowhere to control their own destiny, because it's all about management.
We can't have these free people going against what we're doing here.
Everything
we can't do that.
Has done to this point has been about situating their people to be in charge, people that were put into cryogenic stasis in order to, and they were brought out over time, at least in the two vaults, to basically be the overseer, the management to the final, whatever the end goal was.
Right. So Maximus shows up. He gets out of the suit, and he tells her, I think Maldiva has started the process. I think Maldiva started the process of getting this thing going, but I think she got shot up. I think when Maximus showed up, I can't remember exactly how that went down. But she didn't finish the process. He shows up, and it's revealed to him that Henry's the guy that nuked Shady Sands, which is where he's from. We see a lot of flashbacks during the show of him as a little kid hiding in a fridge, right? Like Indiana Jones in the Crystal Skull, right? Gets saved from the nuke by that, right? So instantly he's not too happy with that guy. And while they're talking, Henry has stolen the armor, and he fucks up Maximus, and he says, let's go to his daughter. And she's like, the hell with you. I'm not going with you, and go ahead from there, man. Go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out who all shoots everybody.
Yeah, it's a lot going on there.
And now the ghoul's question to Henry, because the ghoul finally catches up at this point, is, where's my fucking family?
Where's my fucking family?
This is what it's turned into for him, is he's trying, because we don't know what happened to his wife and his little girl at this point. We assume that they survived. The last time we saw the daughter was at the very beginning when she's on the horseback with the dad after they find the nukes go off. So we know nothing about what the daughter is. Now, if he's saying, where's my family? The assumption being that the daughter is alive and somewhere, and we're assuming the wife is alive because she was part of the whole damn thing. So why wouldn't she? If she's the one that sets off the bombs, why would she not be? But it is kind of
200 years later, though. Why would he think they're alive?
Well, Henry is. Maldiva is.
I understand that.
There's a lot of people alive that shouldn't be alive.
Right.
So
one thing we've forgotten. Now, let's not forget to add in that detail about what Norm finds.
Yeah, he finds they're all cryogenic.
He finds all the cryogenic pods.
That's it.
But we don't know who's in those.
Right.
We don't know who's in. It could be just the executives. We don't know if there was other pods, because many of the other.
And that's probably what Henry's alluding to, or not Henry, but the ghoul is alluding to.
Right. So he's basically fighting.
Yeah.
Now, Maldiva, before she passes away, does push the button to use the cold fusion and turn on the lights.
And it turns all.
We don't know what's going to happen with that.
Nope.
Maximus gets hailed as a knight in this one. So he, we're not sure if he's going to go after Lucy or if he's going to stay behind to be a knight of the Brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Ghoul and Lucy basically go off because Henry runs away with the armor and basically goes after it. And the last thing we see, and I'm going to pull it up here in a second, is we're going to see where we believe season 2 is going to be located in.
Yeah.
Which has every Fallout nerd extremely excited.
Oh yeah, the final shot.
As soon as we saw this,
we may see the Kings in this next season.
Oh, that's a guarantee. I think they're in the trailer. I thought
they're in a trailer. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
that is New Vegas. There's no mistaking New Vegas.
And the Lucky 38 sticking up in the middle of it.
Yeah, and then that's New Vegas after everything happened in New Vegas, the game. So.
Yeah, now they have. I did see an article where they're not going to do any of the canon from Fallout.
Nope.
So we don't know what the actual canon is. We're assuming. Now, one of the characters that was in the meeting that they had was Mr. House. Mr. House is basically the one that takes over New Vegas. He is very prominent in Fallout New Vegas video game as being the leader. He basically uploads himself to a computer, but he keeps his body alive. And you can decide what to do with him in the game. You can debate whether his body's still there and he's just going, whatever. But you meet him. He preserves himself in his own way. So there's so much that they could do with this. Where in all the seasons, they could still go to Boston. Boston is Fallout 4. They could go to Washington, D.C. That's Fallout 3. So this show can go wherever the hell they want to.
Yeah.
Because it's all after what takes place in the games. So they could talk a little bit of the games, but the games are so isolated by themselves that they're not beholden to really anything.
No.
That's the great thing about this.
Yeah.
It's not like The Last of Us where you have to literally go, one thing into another.
Right. And I don't even know if they're going to do a third season of Last of Us. I really don't. They may.
Well, there's no third game, so that's kind of hard to do.
well, no, wait a minute. No, they've only done half of the second game so far, dude.
Oh, they're going to do a third season.
I don't even know if they're going to, man. We'll see. It would be nice if they did, but
it is.
It depends on how long they do the second season, but I think they'd have to break that into 2 and make it.
Okay. So pretty much, I mean, I've heard some guys say they didn't like some of the lore things in this, but pretty much, I don't know. Normies like me that had never played the game, I was very pleased with the show. I loved what they did with it. It was
My parents loved it. My parents loved the show.
Yeah,
I watched it the second time,
awesome.
like a week later with them, and they liked the show.
I would love to see the Silver Shroud in the TV show. I want to see that. He's one of my favorite.
He's a comic.
Yeah, dude, he is awesome. He's in like a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Or Grognak, Grognak the Barbarian.
No.
I don't like the Mistress of Mystery or him. I like Silver Shroud. The Mistress of Mystery is terrible.
Okay. So. Vince says, "Here's a breathtaking idea. Make something new." Well, you know what?
Well, they can.
This is actually something new to me because I've never played the game, and they're actually, I think they're trying to please both the fans of the game and the people that watch the show.
Well, they know they have Easter eggs, and New Vegas is one of the most beloved places. I'm not saying they have to go to like Boston or DC or anything like that. They could just do like a side thing there. They could go anywhere in the world. We have no fucking idea what happens in the rest of the world.
Especially with what they set up with the vaults. There's no telling what they're going to find.
Yeah, we don't even know if there's.
And these vaults, we saw a map. Do we have a total number of how many vaults there are?
119, 120.
And they're all over the United States.
They are.
What's that, Jed?
Do you
I'm sorry.
remember the number of how many vaults were untouched that they were safe? I thought
17. 17 is the controlled vaults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So those weren't untouched.
The rest were experiments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of 100 and something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like what they did with season 1. Overall, I liked what they did with season 1. I thought the epiphanies and the end of it were fucking great. I really did. And I, the cryogenics part of it, I thought maybe it was clones or something like that, but it ended up being cryogenic
one of the
tubes.
vaults, sir.
No, that's
I'm
one of the
vaults.
vaults. Yeah.
Joe, you may not. That's the crazy thing, Joe. You may not even be wrong. Moldiver, she may have been a clone.
Yeah, right.
We don't know how she survived.
That's what I was thinking. You said it was cryogenics. I thought it was.
Well, I'm saying it's possible. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was giving you examples of possible reasons they're alive. But
Right.
there is a vault specifically that dealt in clones. Now,
Yeah.
we don't know if that ever came into being for the show or anything like that. But we don't know, Joe.
Yeah.
We'll
see.
So,
That's
we know
what's
that
cool.
Henry.
I'm
we know
looking
that
for-
Henry was frozen. That's
As long
a
as
fact.
they keep the characters, as long as they keep the characters on their arc they're on, I will enjoy it. I really did enjoy it. I love Lucy. I think we got to keep her character on the straight and narrow, trying to do the right thing all the time.
I need more okie dokies.
Okie dokie, yeah, okie dokie.
She's just ready for everything. She's like, "Do you want to have sex?" Like she's just out there. Like she just goes for it. I love it.
Maximus, I warmed up to him by the end of the series. He's heading in the right direction, but
yeah,
he's got.
I have a hard time like pinning him down, but I don't mind.
He's got to get rid of the fucking shitbag stuff though. That stuff, he does it every once in a while. And it just pisses me off. But the guy, for me, is the Ghoul. I think he's fucking awesome, and I'm looking forward to more. John, what do you want to see out of what's coming up in this upcoming
he wants to
season?
see the Kings.
Kings are awesome.
Well, let him speak for himself, John.
I know.
I want to see
Well, you mentioned him like 3 times.
Rain.
I mentioned him once.
It was like twice. Go ahead, John.
No, Jed brought him up again.
Yeah.
Go ahead, John.
I want to see New Vegas Easter eggs. I want them to allude to season 3.
Yep.
Because the thing about Fallout is the previous game usually alludes to what the next game is.
Okay.
Really?
And they did that with this. They
I
did
never
do
got
this
that
with
vibe.
this.
I never got that vibe.
Fallout 3 alludes to Boston, and alludes to the Institute, because there's a mission in Rivet City where you're dealing with a runaway synth.
Oh, I mean, okay.
True.
I mean,
True.
Okay.
That's a stretch
And they talk
for me.
about
It's
they
such
talk
an
about
insignificant mission.
they talk about the Commonwealth. In Fallout 2, they mention DC.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You got some quests that deal with DC and what happened in DC. So this is a constant thing that Fallout has done.
Okay. So you want to see what Easter eggs they're going to drop?
Fallout 2 mentions Van Buren, which is what 3 became.
Okay.
So
you want to see some of that? You want to see some of the Easter eggs dropping to see where we're going to go in the future?
I agree with John on that 100%. I want to see that too.
Yeah.
And I would love to see the Silver Shroud. He's one of my favorite characters.
Silver Shroud. We've heard that, Jed.
Dude,
and,
he's
and-
awesome.
Jed, what do you want to see
Mark.
in future Fallout, Jed? What do you want to see? Specifically, give me
The
one
Silver
example.
Shroud.
Give me one example.
That's it. No
the
doubt,
mysterious stranger that comes up when you shoot somebody. That'd be cool.
Oh, I don't. How could they do that though? Without that,
I don't know how they would do that. But that would be cool.
What he's talking about, Joe, is there's a perk you can get where basically there you have a small percentage chance, especially in VATS, to a mysterious stranger with like he's got the full dust jacket and the hat and mysterious. He's a mysterious figure. You don't ever really see his face. He comes out and he has like a golden PP7 and he just one shots, or just fucked up whatever you do. It's just a random happenance that happens.
Is that what they modeled the Ghoul after? Good.
No. But he looks more like a detective, I think, right?
Oh,
If I
okay.
remember.
Gotcha.
So,
Detective hat.
he comes out. He gets this like weird, like that twang, guitar twang song, meow, 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 and he shoots and then he disappears. So that's what he's referring to.
I got you. Okay. All right. Well, Knock, I assume you just want more of the same.
Yeah, I mean, just look. They have because this takes place after all the other games. They're not. I like that they're not beholden to them. The characters, you don't really give a shit about the characters of the games. Not really. They don't really matter. Like you don't need to include any of the characters from the games into the show. As far as the main characters, like so it gives them freedom to do whatever they want. They can mention those areas. They can go to those areas. We obviously know where they're going with New Vegas. I am really curious to go see, me personally, and I'm not talking about mods, John. I want to see things across the sea. I want what happens to UK, what happens to Europe, what happens to, what happened to China. We beat them, I think, in the war in 2077 or whatever, but we don't really know what happened to them. There's no way Vault-Tec was the only company that created vaults.
Are you talking about Alaska?
Sure.
Okay. Because they had that in Fallout 3, if you remember.
No. No, but we don't know what happened to the Chinese.
Yeah.
We know they lost that, but we don't know what happened to them as a people. That's what I want. I want more lore. That's
You
what
you want more
correct.
lore? Okay,
I want more
got you. All right. Vince says if you like Fallout so far, check out Fallout Nuka Break here on YouTube. Okay. Well,
That's
there you
a
go.
fan-made show that lasted a little while.
Okay.
It's what?
Yeah, you got to be very careful. There's even
Yeah.
video games out there that aren't considered lore. So
London.
being a Star Wars guy, I don't like to know things that aren't lore.
I hear you. I hear you.
So
Don't want to get them confused. Is that it?
Well, there's a game called Fallout. Well, there's a couple. There's
Brotherhood
one
of
that's
Steel, Fallout Tactics.
Brotherhood Steel. Fallout Tactics is quasi lore. Fallout Brotherhood of Steel has no lore in it whatsoever.
Oh, it's too.
Well, all I know is as long as they stick to the formula that they've established in season 1, I think that this has a very good chance of being on for a few years. I didn't expect much out of it myself because I never played the games. It wasn't something I would be interested in. Love the show. I think the show is really, really good. So we're looking forward to more of that.
You know, Joe, I think you might actually be okay with it because, especially if you use the VAT system. A lot of people don't like to use the VAT system because it's not. They want to play just the shooter game, and that's not really your style. But VATS is where it pauses the game and it shows you where to shoot on the body, and then it does it for you.
Yeah.
So
Okey-doke.
I think that'd be more your speed.
Yeah, well, we'll see. One of these days, who knows? But anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here for tonight.
Also, one last thing.
Yes.
They're already talking about season 3 production next summer.
Well, that's great. That's fantastic. I want to see season 2 right now. And that's what this show is all about. Getting ready, because we're going to be week to week, show to show, doing a review of Fallout, the second season. So, John, I know it's going to be
please watch it.
Please
the
watch
night
it.
that it comes out, me and Kay are gonna watch it. So.
Yeah, but this is the thing. John works 9 to 5 every day, and he has to find a window to watch it. And our show starts at 5:30. You know, he can't do it after work. He may have to do it first thing in the morning. You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, thanks a lot. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed looking over Fallout season 1 again. Jed, you want to let them know about your channel before we get out of here, man?
Oh yeah, the Pop Culture Archivist. I'm thinking about doing some stuff over there, but I'm just getting it because I've been gone for a few months, and this is the first time I've been back on YouTube in like how long? So
yeah, it's been a little bit. You've been busy.
Yeah, I'm thinking about. I need to, and I've said this multiple times. I need to finish the comic book series I did for the Superman series. I did. There was only like 2 episodes left, and then all hell broke loose in my life. So, yeah. That the Archivist is all the fun stuff, you know, that I love, and
he's gonna steer clear of the Jed Revenwolf channel for a little bit. He's gonna stick with the Archivist for a while.
Yeah, I have more, like, I'm gonna be honest, I have more fun over on my Archivist channel. So
there you go. All right, thanks for being here tonight, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. All right, let me let you guys know what's going on with my channel before we get out of here. First of all, I want you guys to remember to check out JoesAtmosfere.com, and if you need any artwork done, send me an email for a commission if you want to get something done. Also, you can check out my Subscribe Star, where you get everything behind the scenes on the channel and the comic book. And if you want to see the first issue of the comic book, it's the 0 issue, you can go to my Amazon Kindle station. It's called Joe's Atmosphere Comics, and you'll find that there. You guys check that out whenever you have a chance, and let's let you know what's going on with the rest of my streaming this week. Of course, you know you're watching State of the Atmosphere. We do this every Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. You guys come back next week as we do our first review of the first episode of Season 2 of Fallout next week. Plus, we'll have the pop culture update and Sydney Sweeney news. All of that and more next Wednesday at 5:30 p.m.
Hopefully she
Central
doesn't
Time.
do something bad this next one.
Let's hope she doesn't. But we shall continue to check in on
I
it.
hope it's not a degradation of how she is.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. And then, of course, Friday, you can check me out at 1 p.m. Central Time as I work on the comic book on Sketching the Privateer, the story of America's Pirate Patriot, brought to life on my iPad as I start inking the first comic book. You guys come check it out for about an hour in the afternoon on Fridays at 1 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time, get over to Pop Culture Mindfield's channel where you will see Knock as himself and John as himself named Cannon Fodder and Martin as Krull as they start their first epic adventure in Baldur's Gate 3 as a party. The fourth member, if I remember correctly, John, is usually one of the NPCs, right? So I'm sure they'll have Shadowheart or somebody with them, to heal them. Karlak, is that who we're going to take?
Oh,
well,
you need her.
What's going to be fun is watching the three of you fight over which one's going to go with you. Anyway, look forward to that at 8 p.m. Central Time over on Pop Culture Mindfield's channel as they start their campaign in Baldur's Gate 3. And then, of course, Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time, come check out NFL Pregame Party as we fill you in on the bowl situation. A lot of teams backing out of bowls.
I hope the Cowboys fuck off.
And then we'll also fill you in on week 15, I think it is, in the NFL. We missed last week because I was busy with my mother at the hospital, but we will be back this Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Time. So you guys come check it out 2 hours before the kickoff of your afternoon slate of games on Sunday. And then, of course, Sunday night, at 6 p.m. Central Time, it's time for the brothers to hack the Matrix. Everything you need to know about the clown show that is 2025 through today's headlines. The brothers hack the Matrix every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Then it's off to Pop Culture Minefield again for Military Monday. And this Monday, we're going to be doing A Bridge Too Far. We were supposed to be doing it this week, but Gary had some sad news. A friend of his passed away that he used to work with, and so he took a break on Monday. But we will be doing it this week. It's a great movie with an all-star cast. Check it out as me and Gary and Anima and Martin talk about this great military movie on Military Monday, 10 a.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Mindfield's channel. And then, of course, at 3:30 p.m. Central Time, usually 4 o'clock, is It's Only Talk and Roll. But this week, it's going to be at 3:30 because he always plays Baldur's Gate early at 3:30 p.m. Central Time. Knock, you're not allowed to watch this. Anyway, he's trying to wrap it up by the end of the year, so he may have a couple of these back-to-back. But this Monday at 3:30 p.m. Central Time, he is going to be playing Baldur's Gate, and I will be there with him to give him as much shit as possible. If you missed our show on Detroit Rock City, go check that out. We had a good time doing that one this week. And it was an ode to Ace Frehley, who shows up at the end of the show. So you guys check out That 70s Rock Fans channel every week at 4 o'clock normally, but this week, because of Baldur's Gate, 3:30 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, it's time for Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. And this week, it'll be part 11 of my first-time playthrough of Mass Effect 3. Join us as I have a cocktail and mess up this great game. You guys can have fun heckling me from the cheap seats, and there will be some of my friends right here courtside to mess with me.
How do you like the third one?
The gameplay is the easiest I've had. I can follow the story a lot easier.
The worst one out of the bunch.
It may be, but for a numpty like me, it's dumbed it down enough to where I can actually understand what's going on. So anyway, you guys come check it out. 6:30 p.m. Central Time on Monday, and then that brings us around to Wednesday with another meeting of Martin, Anima, and Martin and myself as we talk movies on Wednesday afternoon matinee. If you missed our show earlier today, it was on Rosencrantz and Guildenstein Are Dead. Go check out the replay of that. Had some really great actors before you knew who they were. Along with Richard Dreyfuss was Tim Roth and Gary Oldman. It's a Shakespearean comedy. And you guys should go check that out. It was a lot of fun doing that show with them. And we'll have another great movie this Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Mindfield's channel. And then it's right back around here for more Fallout next week. So, for myself and John and Jed and the Knoxter, I want to thank you guys for being here. Let's check out the chat one more time and see what's going on. Vince, of course, says, cheerio, guys and gals. See you next time. Stay nerdy, everybody, and have yourself a great day. What else is he saying here? Don't forget the extract. The It's Ma'am cut first. Oh, my God. Yeah. Tune in on Monday nights. You'll see what that's all about. Oh my God, yeah, it's
Monday
my.
His
Yeah, that's why I said Monday night.
little
Please a Tuesday.
No, I said Monday. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for being here. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless. And don't forget, whether you like them small,
What's that?
medium,
What's that?
or large, Titty
What's
Tuesday
that?
continues into Wednesday every week on Joe's Atmosfere's channel. You guys be good. We'll see you next time.
Titties! Titties!
Can't wait for the Supergirl movie.